Talk louder into the dick.
That was recorded.
Great. I'm glad mine was. Not you guys setting me up for it.
That's how it works, Jackie. It's also a quote. Oh, you want it? That's funny. I did it so quickly that Twitch hasn't updated the thing, so I'll have to redo it in a minute.
Hopefully you won't remember. Until you see this months from now.
I'm not you. I'm literally going to sit back down and do it.
I'm not you.
Aziz Ojolari had 6 sacks last year.
I thought you only needed 2.
Another injury
You
guy.
need one. 1 sack, 2 balls.
That's it.
Another guy who was injury prone and underperformed, which means he'll be healthy and a Pro Bowler after his career year with
I
the
forgot
Eagles.
to set up the bracket for the kids. I mean, I signed up for it. I just haven't.
What bracket?
Amy wants to do like a March Madness bracket with the kids.
Start them on the betting early.
It's funny because I wasn't gonna say anything, but Alex gave me a hard time one time because we watched marble races, and he was like, "You're getting them started on gambling. You're already gonna start gambling."
See, we
And
think the same, Alex. It's the same off-key joke.
And then he immediately was like, "Oh yeah, we'll do brackets."
Yeah, because it's free and it's connected with the family. As soon as money gets involved, we are not doing brackets.
Yeah.
There's no money involved in any of the marbles.
Uh-huh.
So what's your problem, guy?
Well, considering that today...
My problem with the marble races, the Algadoo thing, is because they're randomly generated brain rot garbage.
Okay, in my opinion, watching the Algadoo marble races is no different than watching the fucking Formula 1 or Indy 500 or any of the Olympic sports.
You mean the Formula 1 that's just like a brain rot circle?
No, that's NASCAR.
Right, but there's some human input in Formula 1. There's skill to it.
Please,
Danger.
Disc, just fucking work.
The Algadoo one,
I haven't tested it.
a person had to make the algorithm.
A person set the parameters.
That's what I mean.
Jackie?
Sega! That was early.
Yeah, yes! I pointed at you to set you up.
Sweet! I'm so excited.
I feel like that needed some music, but it's okay.
If you are getting up,
What's
you're
that?
not.
I feel like that needed some music, but it's fine. Yeah, it's okay.
Wow. We're picking on it already.
All right, Jackie.
I'm coming. Hang on. I'm tucking my burrito away for the night.
Now, I do know that there are 3 cases in this, so we'll solve them each separately, obviously.
Don't eat this. It's got beef in it.
Okay.
This is mine. Okay. Sorry. I'm gonna multitask here. Okay.
Hold on.
Al, can I bother you?
No, we're good. We're good.
Al, can I
I'm an
bother you
idiot.
because I can't get up? Can you please grab me more Diet Coke, please?
I will when I get up.
No! You didn't even ask!
Well, he's going to get more.
I'm going to get you more.
I
What does
know,
it
but
matter, then?
Because that's a matter of respect. My God, you know how I feel about that. You ask first, my guy.
I'm going to fully refill your cup for you.
Oh, you're going to sip out of it afterwards?
No, but beforehand.
Okay, good. That's fine. As long as you don't sip of it afterwards. Do not drink of my cup.
Do not sup of my cup.
Do not drink and think of me.
Jackie, you should go to instructions
Do this
first.
and think of nothing because you are not allowed to do it. Stop drinking it!
Excuse me, it's do this in memory of me.
I don't fucking care.
Oh, but this reminded me. When my sister was over on Saturday, they had the Alexa going. And they would do, I guess we'll just do it all. They had Alexa would start on like kid songs, and eventually it would become Christian songs.
As you endeavor to help Holmes solve these cases, choose an icon to hear a description.
I just did.
Well, now choose the other icons.
Choosing this icon.
What?
What?
Choosing
Here's
this
a-
icon puts a notebook at your fingertips. I believe you'll find
Don't
that
click
the
it.
notebook is your greatest detective tool. Use it to keep track of names and places that you believe you might want to investigate. When you do decide upon a person to question or a place to research, first go to your notebook, choose the appropriate name, then choose the horse and
I like
carriage.
overly
You will
stoned
keep
Sherlock on
time
the
running.
left there.
Because the Baker Street regulars are often critical to solving a case, I've included them in your notebook. Use them wisely.
By the way, before we actually get into it, I do have some other info here for us to read. So,
Well, let me just be clear. So we have to utilize the in-game notebook.
Yeah.
Because if we click a name or a place and then click the horse and carriage, we'll go to it.
Okay, so my next question for you.
We will take out the reins,
Do it.
and we'll whoosh the horse, and we'll watch as it slowly elevates to
11,000 feet. I knew exactly where you were going with that.
Cranks into warp drive.
I was gonna say, do you want to take the notes this time?
Oh, I didn't realize that this is Sherlock Holmes in the 21st century. Or 22nd century? I forget what it was.
21st and a half.
23rd. Oh, that's what you're right. It was and a half.
Yeah.
Which was the terrible title.
To the London Directory. In it, you will find everyone you need to query in your attempt to solve these cases. The directory is also the source for your notebook. Simply choose a name or place in the directory and drag it over into your notebook for easy reference. You may also use the directory much like your notebook. First, choose your intended destination.
I'm gonna need volume
then
up
choose
for
the
this
horse and carriage,
really soft.
and you'll have another way
For
to
me
get
anyway.
from one
I
place
just
to the
checked to
next.
make sure it wasn't mine.
And we're maxed.
Math?
That's what we're going to have to deal with. So you've got
Just
info?
make sure that everything is connected.
Just smash it in your ear.
I did.
You've got
That's
info?
what I'll end up doing.
It'll be fine on the stream. It's just
Jackie, don't
for
hit
us,
the-
we lower.
Oops, keep saying I have to read something. And then you keep clicking.
Sorry. Times.
It's always claimed that the newspaper is a treasure of information when one can read between the lines. When you are ready to consult the Times, you may of course have a look at your paper copy or simply choose here for a close-up view.
Do you have a paper copy in there, I'm guessing?
Is there something you needed to
it's just
read?
talking about in-game.
Look at the Times.
Is there something you needed to read?
Yeah, I'll read the introduction here.
Okay.
My dear friend.
I'll get the drink while you introduce.
The following triad of
Thank you.
cases presents the opportunity for you to progressively press and put to trial your powers of discrimination and deductive reasoning. These exercises will take you from the ruins of ancient Egypt to the resplendence of high society to a young man's romance with war. But bear in mind that despite differences in the motive, method of operation, or milieu of events that surrounds a case, each investigation requires unerring logic as well as strict adherence to the facts.
Okay.
While you conduct your study in detection, you have available the assistance of both Holmes and myself for the retracing of evidence for a case.
Watching.
However, you determine the route of exploration and line of questioning. Your task is to glean the most information from the least number of resources. If you gather key facts and are able to answer the judge's questions correctly, you will learn of Holmes' solution to the case, but miss a single query and you'll be sent back for more clues. And now, as you enter upon this adventure in sleuthing, I bid you the best of wishes in your endeavors.
I like how sarcastic you made that sound.
I am your most humble servant, Dr. John H. Watson. I assume it's like Jesus H. Christ. He just keeps the same.
His name is Henry.
John
Henry
Jesus
Watson.
Henry Christ? Which,
He's a powerful man.
which book and verse? For Henry.
Oh no, I meant Watson, but that's fine too.
Yeah, I know.
Corinthians.
Yeah.
It's always those fucking Corinthians.
Choose this horse and carriage after
We already did this, so I'm just going to talk over it.
from either your notebook or the
221B Baker Street, London.
Take
Getting
it
started.
where you go.
Now, here's an interesting paragraph. To help you in your investigations, I am enclosing what is called a CD, or compact disc, an amazing little device that effectively storehouses large amounts of information onto a small silver platter.
Whoa.
I know, I've blown your minds. On the... Yeah, okay. So we have...
and
I just want to read that.
blah blah blah.
Okay. Obviously, it's just a curse.
Sorry, I'm playing with the. Look at the thing.
You're
Moving. The cursor's got some acceleration.
It does. It goes so fast.
So A is the press buttons, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
But Holmes speaks in this case. Okay, there's 3 cases.
I'm poking his eyeball.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, look, I'm poking his
Let's
eyeball.
try to at least finish a case and not do 2 because I think the save is going to be problematic because it has to go onto the Sega CD and not to the external.
Really?
Yes. So when they first released this, the external didn't exist, RAM card, and then so later games have it. But this is literally like this was packaged with the Sega CD.
Mm-hmm.
So
Great.
we're gonna have. There's 3 cases. Here's the 3 cases.
Mm-hmm.
The Mummy's Curse, 12th of April, 1889. The time started it all. Calling the killings the outworkings of an ancient Egyptian curse, I accuse the tabloid of capitalizing on the superstitions of the populace. Yet, 4 men were dead, with the wrappings of a 4,000-year-old mummy binding their fates together. Were the deaths the result of a curse? Or a cover-up? I switched into John Mulaney at the end there.
A cover up.
The Mystified Murderess. 4th of July, 1888. Her suitor was infuriated. His kind lady had been charged with the murder of a scoundrel, a fortune-squandering bounder, a true cad. Rumors were that she had favored the young fellow, but he had frolicked with her sister.
Whoa.
It is said that 3 makes a crowd. In this case, it makes a corpse.
Oh boy. There's them. Yeah.
And 3rd, the Tin Soldier. 10th of June, 1890. An initiate of high society. An officer. A collector of treasures. Sans Perel. That's French. He had traveled many pathways throughout his lifetime. This time, he crossed the wrong one.
Excellent. Excellent.
I like how you said that. It was like a WWE fight.
I do.
Super Slam.
I do also have notes on some people and places, but I'm not going to read it all now. Okay. I'll read it as it becomes relevant because, who the fuck knows about Sir Jasper Meeks? I'll
take a note.
That's how you're going to take notes? Okay.
You got the notebook for me?
I don't have a pencil, though. You'll have to go get one.
Alright, you might as well finish the rest of this. There is scoring at the end of this.
Okay.
With a multiple choice question, and that's how we solve it.
Leprechauns. God, I was fucking looking for these this morning.
Found them.
Yeah, the kids will enjoy them here.
If you answer, so there's a bunch of questions, multiple choice, we'll hit A to answer or skip, or, yeah. If you answer each question correctly, you will see a cinema. You will see a cinema. This is how old this is. Of Holmes' solution. Match your score against the master of sleuths. Did you beat Holmes at his own game?
Bet your bottom dollar I did.
That's Annie.
Sorry.
Warning. Still pictures or images may cause permanent picture tube damage or mark the phosphor of the CRT. Avoid repeated or extended use of video games on large screen projection TVs. Just an FYI. So, next thing, yeah, let's go through the rest of these buttons, Jackie, and then we'll watch the intro. There are 3 of these games, by the way. Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective Parts 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
Only 1 and 2 are on the Sega CD. We have to go to the DOS version for Part 3.
Okay.
Because they didn't release it on the Sega CD because it was dead at that point.
Of course it was. One moment, please, while I find eyes for this little man.
I mean, you're already poking that
I'm
poor
poking
newsboy
his
in the
eye.
eye
Hang
with the pipe.
That's probably whose.
The Baker Street Irregulars are an untidy bunch of young street boys who happen to be on the proper side of the law. They have an undeniable knack for bringing back priceless bits of information in a fraction of the time it would take Holmes or myself. When you want to summons them, first choose the destination from your notebook or the directory, then choose the irregulars. In no time at all, they will return with whatever details they were able to unearth.
He has bunting in his beard.
Oh, bunting, good. What's it say?
Literally nothing. It's just a bunch of stickers that you stick on something. Here, enjoy one.
I'm good, Jackie.
I've got 50 of them, so you might as well enjoy
No, I'm good.
I don't know, he looks cute, man. Whatever. So, next one. The judge.
Comes the judge.
When you believe you have directed Holmes to all of the right and proper places, and you have enough information to name the murderer and the motive, choose this icon.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Files. They have this wild thing.
Mr. Holmes'
What a
files
file.
provide a wealth of information that he has been collecting over the years. Some of it is quite pertinent to the various cases, and some of it offers simply a fascinating and informative sidelight. When you want to access the files, first choose the destination from your notebook or the directory, then choose here when you want to see what relevant information Holmes might already have at hand.
Okay.
Excellent.
Now hit Holmes's introduction. And I think it should play a video.
Sorry, he's got his glasses. He's held now. Okay, we're good. So I tried hitting the words. The words don't do shit. You have to go to the symbol.
yeah.
I do like that it's the pipe. That's kind of fun.
Yes.
Oh God.
London is not a beautiful city. Under the soot that covers its buildings is a teeming mass of 4 million souls trying to survive,
Phone wannabe.
mostly off of each other. You see it in the paper every day. Thankfully, we have the London Times to keep us informed of all these troubling activities with an unbiased eye. And
No one will
razor
ever
sharp
beat Basil Rathbone as Sherlock Holmes.
We
for
find
me.
this publication to be of invaluable assistance in our investigations,
RDJ
and
comes
I'm sure you will as well. Among the forces of evil which run rampant in this city, there are also, thankfully, two
Rampant.
groups of individuals who will aid us in our cause. As we do, they attempt to right wrongs and restore harmony and civility to the streets of London. The first of these groups is a ragtag association of young ruffians. I call them the Baker Street Irregulars. Don't let them fool you. They may be scruffy and ill-bred, but they are on the right side of the law. They can go everywhere, see everything, and overhear everyone. They are my eyes and ears in the streets of London.
My little
Unfortunately,
birds.
a tremendous asset in our work. They will help us in our investigations if they can.
That's
The
like
other group is a far more
92.
civilized
No, this is
collection. Video
pretty
looks
good.
pretty good.
And
Even
is
with
pretty
the
good.
On a
color.
Genesis?
It's so smooth.
I know.
Yeah.
Legitimately, it's so smooth.
Right, that's exactly.
They, too, will be extremely useful in our work. At the start of any investigation, do keep in mind that it is a
Especially for
capital
how long
mistake
it
to
is.
theorize before one has data. Unwittingly, one begins to twist facts to suit theories instead of theories to suit facts. The people and places to whom I will now introduce you will help us to collect the facts. May we use them wisely. Come, the game's afoot.
Hey, he said the thing.
Actually, so Sam apparently on the weekend spent all day Saturday doing The Root Trees Are Dead, which is a Steam game. It's a really big genealogy mystery.
Yeah, that's fun.
And she's like, she did it, like, I know, but it looked really good. I was thinking I actually might want to try playing it at some point. I'm not sure if it was one that we could play here, but it's the same kind of like mystery thing.
The root trees are dead.
The Root Trees Are Dead. That, and I eventually want to play Strange Horticulture.
What's that?
It's another point and click adventure mystery. Alice.
Got a 10 out of 10
This
on
fucker.
Steam.
Yeah,
Mr. Henry
Really
And
good.
82% on Adventure
The
Game
London
Hospital.
Times.
it's really.
He's a great reservoir of information of what's happening on the continent.
Free
He
browser
also
game.
has an interest
That's
in
cool.
crime news.
Puzzle.
Ellis is always
There's
happy to help when he
Reconstructing
can,
mysterious family
but
trees.
you must be
Yeah,
careful of what you tell him,
1898
or you might
internet.
find what you've confided to him in the next
I see.
day's
It was a
time.
2023 Global Game Jam game.
Yeah. It was really fun though.
All
from
right,
what
let's hear
she
about the
says.
rest of these people.
I watched someone play a little bit of it, but not everything.
I'll get myself.
I'm sorry, I missed what he said about Alice.
Oh, Alex, you were supposed to just reach down and grab one. You failed. You
Well,
said it.
I said to
Is the
color.
foreign news editor for the London Times. He's a
Oh,
great
okay.
reservoir
We were
of
joking
information
before
of
that Alex could just reach down anywhere and pick up a coloring instrument.
Gotta reach deep down in your
You must
pants.
be careful of what you
Actually,
say.
there's over
You might
there.
find
There's
what
markers.
You want him to
literally
write with
over there.
cum?
Today's Times.
What?
You said reach down in his pants.
Yeah, you don't remember from all that?
No, I do.
No. He's making a jizz joke.
Oh, I know he's making a jizz joke. I'm aware. I'm not that bad.
Come on, he's Matt Hoops.
I say usually I'm the one making the jizz joke. I already called the microphone a dick, and proudly admitted it. Which, by the way, that's all I'm gonna call it now. It's a giant dick dildo. It's one or the other, depending on how I'm feeling about it that day.
Dick dildo in the 21st and a half century.
No, but you gotta look into the dick when you say that.
I apologize. Dick dildo in the 21st and a half
Now
century.
put it in your mouth.
I gotta say, probably it's a little rough at the top.
Yeah, I was also coming at it from behind.
No, I meant
It's definitely much
to
more
use as a
sensitive.
dildo.
It's better
From
than
the
that
other
coming
side.
at you from
Yeah.
behind, am I right?
to use as a dildo, the top is a little rough.
Yeah.
Would you rather the microphone come at you from behind?
I mean,
Sorry, the dick.
the dick. He said I was going to call it only the dick from now on, and then you call it the microphone.
It was a joke.
Right away.
Paul.
Gotta find that sound clip.
Edward Hall is a young barrister whom you will find on most days
Knew
at
it.
the Old Bailey.
Why the fuck is he wearing a
He's
wig?
a cut above
Is he
the
a
other
barrister?
unimaginative members of his profession.
Holmes, don't you think you should explain to them the difference between a barrister and a solicitor?
Yes, of course, Watson. A solicitor handles the routine legal business.
Because
of
they're
our society.
American?
If you do not have to go before court, you will have no need for a barrister. If you must go before a court, then your solicitor would engage the services of a barrister.
What is
What?
Ellis?
I'm sorry?
What was Ellis? I wasn't here for his things. You could just recall it.
I
to me.
don't remember.
Mr. Henry Ellis is the
Whatever
foreign
I say is
news
probably
editor
wrong.
for the London Times.
What?
London
His
Times.
repertoire
This
is
is London
Times.
Times
what
editor.
happens
Foreign
on the
news.
continent. He also has an interest in crime news. Ellis is always happy to help when he can, but you must be careful of what you tell him.
Oh,
You
hey,
might
Pluto.
find what you've confided to him in the next day's Times.
All right.
back, buddy.
So
Now we gotta talk to
everyone-
Hog.
Boss Hog.
It must be. He's got 2 G's. Boss Hog.
Hog.
By the way, can I just say, this guy looks okay. This guy, eyes are way too close together. I don't know what the fuck's on this guy's mind. This guy is Ellis, but with a beard.
He's Freud.
This is Freud.
Oh, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
This is Sean Connery if he had a longer face. This guy, I don't know what the fuck's happening there. His eyebrows are off on their own world. And this guy looks like he murdered somebody.
Yeah, he skinned them well.
I think it's Shinwell, but still that's funny.
No, it's definitely K.
Is it?
No.
Is
It's
this
an
Cog
H.
then instead of Hog?
Oh, is it really Shinwell?
It's an H.
It's an
Oh,
H.
okay.
Yeah.
Just curious
Quentin
about.
Hogg is a crime reporter for the Police Gazette. He is an ex-police
Gazette.
inspector who found the environment of Scotland Yard less than stimulating. He has a strong deductive mind and is a very good resource.
Okay.
Meek.
Sir Jasper is the chief medical examiner for St. Bartholomew's Hospital. He is
Jasper.
London's greatest forensic pathologist. You can depend on him for all the technical details that can be obtained from any corpse whose cause of death is in question.
I guess we can't ask Watson for that shit even though he's a doctor. Cool.
Yeah, that's true. You can't ask a dentist about corpses.
I mean, you can. Although technically
I'll tell you about the teeth.
back then, the barber surgeon was the dentist.
Well.
That was the person who not only gave you a nice haircut and a shave, he also fixed whatever surgeries you needed to have happen in your mouth and your face.
Watson's more familiar with like tourniqueting a blown off limb.
Why Barbara?
Barbara Surgeon. That was her name.
That was good. I liked that one. That was a really good one.
Okay.
Why Barbara?
I didn't think it was good.
They used to call her Babs Surgeon. What? I don't laugh at your jokes like that anymore. It's making you sad.
Yeah.
He's really jealous over my hot Barb.
Oh,
The
look, I'm-
Barbara Surgeon joke.
I'm picking Murray's nose.
This gentleman is the head chemist at Scotland Yard Criminology Laboratory. It is rumored that Murray lives in the lab. He is eternally bent over one of his tables trying to extract the history of a crime from the physical evidence he's been given. You can learn much from old HR if you can follow the twists.
Oh, there was a newspaper that came with this that I don't have.
The physical newspaper.
I'm sure I can dig it up online, but I'm also probably we don't need it. Or maybe we do. So I'm gonna try to find it.
It depends how agonizingly slow the in-game newspaper will be. Can you please click O'Brien instead of trying to get it perfectly in his mouth?
Don't act like you know me!
I see you.
Don't you act like you know anything about me!
I saw what you did to Murray.
Just shove it in there.
I poked Sherlock's eyes when I was getting the other stuff from him. James, pushing your head.
Head clerk Disraeli O'Brien is your contact in the Office of Records.
Alex.
The Office of Records contains legal records, both criminal and civil, as well as state papers. I think you'll find O'Brien to be a walking, or should I say sitting encyclopedia of the office's affairs.
Oh, so he's a lazy fuck. Got it. Pike looks like he fell out of a Renaissance painting. Look at that face. He looks like he was mid-wooing a young maiden, fell out of it, and was just like, oh no.
Alright, I've got a...
He looks like Ross from Friends.
Thank you. He totally does. Look at those eyebrows.
So we have Ross and Chandler today?
No,
Yeah.
well, Chandler's in Split Fiction. Okay, are we ready for Pike?
I've been pretty.
I've got a PDF of this.
Now here's a person who usually gets in the last
newspaper?
word. Langdale Pike
Paper.
is a human
Newspaper.
reference work on social scandal, especially on the London scene. He contributes bits of gossip to the garbage papers that cater to an inquisitive public.
This is Shinwell. I'm pretty sure he was Jack the Ripper, but don't tell anybody. Look at that face.
Some people call him Skinwell.
That man's definitely murdered somebody.
Who hasn't?
Wow. Who'd you murder recently?
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 He murdered a few jokes recently.
Killed him. Shinwell.
Porky is not a pillar of society, I dare say, but he is a man who has learned from his mistakes and is trying to start a new life.
That's right.
Although he is no longer in prison, he is still behind bars, or shall I say, a bar.
Jolly good one, Holmes.
Yes, Watson. Well, the Raven and Rat Inn. Porky is the proprietor. He has been of great help to us in the past, and I expect he will continue to be in the future.
I have to say, that was really good design. If I could pick off from the beginning, that man has murdered somebody.
Mhm.
London Library.
You just have-
Wait a second. There was a Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective board game as well?
Oh, hell yeah. Jackie, can you press it?
Oh, it was recent. It was 2016.
Oh, there's all
If I
kinds of
can't
Sherlock
find
Holmes
something
shit.
in my own
I know, it was
book,
just
I go to
specifically
examine
the
the
Consulting
overflowing
Detective.
shelves of the great London Library. It is a wealth of information.
As libraries usually
Oh.
are, Holmes.
Oh, it was a board game in '82 first.
There you go. Scott.
It's all right. London Library.
What?
Library.
London Library. It's wealth of information. As if libraries were not already known for
That's why I just wrote library.
that.
You can hit all of them in order.
Am.
Yard. If the yard knew how to examine evidence with any skill, there would be no need for our services. Inspector Lestrade is the pick of a bad lot. But it is true they may be a source of valuable information. After all, the professional police have methods for gathering facts that are not open to us.
Oh, look, it's our house. The Somerset house. It's our place.
Mhm.
Oh, look how fancy.
I know.
This is a records office housing documents pertaining to births, marriages, deaths, and last wills and testaments.
Take me to the book. Okay, so now we do the mummy's curse.
Yeah, we'll
But
it
do
on
they
the
mean a mummy or do they mean a mother? Because over there,
It's in Egypt.
answers that.
So what is O'Brien doing differently than the Somerset House if they're both records?
Well, O'Brien's really into engineering.
Yeah, state and local engineering, whereas this is more for wills.
O'Brien has a Japanese wife. That's the real difference there.
Not for long.
And he's gonna get tortured.
You're right, not for long. He's
Eh,
gonna get tortured.
They've got 2 kids.
About every 4th episode.
Alright, The Mummy's Curse. Ready? Are you?
I am.
What rubbish! What balderdash!
You must have read something terribly disturbing, Watson, for you to be so overwrought this early in the morning.
Indeed, Holmes. It's irresponsible of the Times to play upon people's superstitions.
Ah, you must be referring to the affair of the mummy's curse.
Has the entire city in an uproar. 3 men dead, and they expect us to believe that the 4,000-year-old mummy was the murderer. I'm surprised you haven't taken some interest in this case, Holmes.
To the contrary, my dear Watson. I have made some inquiries, because I dare say I do believe this
God, he looks
murderer is a
goofy.
much younger chap.
He looks so goofy.
Who does?
The guy that's playing Holmes.
I love it.
He looks like he could be right up there with, Ernest.
Jim Varney.
Thank
Varney,
you.
yeah.
Alright,
Right.
they said that they already had information in here. So I
Alright,
just
the
wanna
mummy
see.
did it.
Okay. Oh,
Fuck.
there's Inspector Lestrade.
Then
But
you
I
hit-
want
And then
information.
you hit the horse and carriage.
I don't want to see him.
Too bad. That's what you do.
Alex, I'm got the controller. Fuck off.
Okay, can you do the filing cabinet?
That's what I was doing. Lestrade's bulldog tenacity. I'm sorry. Lestrade's bulldog tenacity has brought him to the top at Scotland Yard. He's the pick of a bad lot. Rather an unimaginative sort who is out of his depth, provided assistance with the taking of Sebastian Morin in the Baskerville case. Oh, the Baskerville case. Sorry. Dogs. The killers, not the people. How do I fuck off?
Like another thing.
I didn't want to go there. Fuck me. I don't know why I want to hit the words.
What rubbish! What
Can I skip that? Good.
Yes, you can.
Well, now you all know what you're in for. You gave me the controller. This was your choice.
Well, we figured after last week where you only did it for like 2 hours, we figured we'd be good for another game.
You'd think, right?
The London Directory. Do you have a T? Or Tutankhamun? Ah,
If-
Madame
Madame
Tussauds.
Tussauds.
Go to Madame Tussauds.
I don't want to.
Okay.
I gotta say, if Tutankhamun were there. Hold on. This case is.
Why'd they
from-
skip my birthday?
There's like a lot of years.
July 4th, 1988.
Very inconsiderate.
I can't believe you're that old. No, The Mummy's Curse is 12th April 1889.
Sorry,
Jesus
what?
Fucking Christ.
Births.
On the 9th.
All right, I'm going to brill the paper up myself because this is unusable. It's not as bad as I thought, but
You're going up, not down there.
Marriages. Gilban. Deaths. On the 27th March at Hong Kong of fever, Edmund Norton White of Sheffield, age 29. Australian papers, please copy.
all right, I've got the paper up here.
Joseph Whitfield on the 9th, after a long illness at 3. Aww. Oh wait, the beloved wife. Wait, at 3. Oh god.
3 in the morning.
Yeah,
Jackie.
no, I got that part. Oh my god, I thought they were talking about his age. On the 10th of April, at Deer, from an accident whilst bathing, rest William Flint, town clerk.
All right, Jackie, I got a bunch of stuff here.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to like read through all
Essence
this.
of
If you
beef.
really want to.
No, you're good. I'm just like basically browsing.
All right.
Wait.
What I see that's relevant. All right, you ready?
Keep going.
Beware of imitations to the true facsimile renderings of Egyptian artifacts, Anubis and Co. Cairo.
What of that is capitalized?
Anubis and Co. Cairo, and also true facsimile renderings of Egyptian artifacts.
Okay.
That is under the cautions and notices. Okay.
Yeah, I was just doing cautions and notices a second ago. Hang on. Cautions and notices. Blah 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 blah.
Keep going.
I know. Give me a second here. Imitations, no connection with any other establishment. Okay, then this one
go
is
back.
to American. Shush. Let me do. I have the control.
I'm wondering what the other two buttons do.
I know, but I want to do this first, and then I will find out what they do. I'm pretty sure this is the front, and that's the back. So give me a second.
Yeah, I think it's just 2 pages per year.
Yeah. This is the front, and that's the back. So give me a minute. To American visitors, Henrietta cloth, extra quality, blah blah blah. Minton's China, a visit to Messrs. Marlowe's Depot in North Audley. Beware of imitations to the facsimile renderings of Egyptian artifacts, Anubis and Co. Cairo.
Just a couple other things to look out for. There is a letter to the editor by Watson talking about Egyptians and mummies.
Personal and constable.
There is also a reference to the discovery of the sarcophagus of Alexander the Great,
Cool.
which is under latest intelligence.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's a woman asking for a man to bone her on her vacation.
Join.
Vinny, spending summer in Germany and Italy, wishes to meet another who would join her, economy considered. Miss Wood, The Grange. Wood Green. North. Sorry.
Range.
Indigent Blind Visiting Society. Secretary gratefully acknowledges the receipt of 5 from BS towards providing more than 900 to the blind poor with coals and other relief.
Water closet.
Money.
Money, 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 money.
Advances made in sums of 10 to 500 on personal security, deeds, furniture, bills of sale, life policies, reversions. Prospectus. Okay. Mutual fund. Sorry.
No, you might as well continue.
Miscellaneous Scotland. A gentleman is forming a shooting party, limited to 7 or 8 members, to shoot one of the finest moors of Scotland. Just the moor, not the animals on it, for particulars addressed.
Well, they wanted to call them the Moops, but they couldn't.
Oh, that's funny.
Also, Miscellaneous Scotland's a great band name.
Miscellaneous Scotland is a good band name. Stage as a profession. Ladies and gentlemen, adopting the stage should apply for a prospectus of the Dramatic and Burlesque Training College.
Fees low.
No task too great for Brody's task force. Able-bodied men all for jobs. Of all sizes and all difficulties. Try us and see. Low rates. The plot to kill the Tsar. Yeah, okay, I don't fucking...
Hold on, this might be important.
Yeah. Archaeological research in Morocco on behalf of the French and English archaeological societies has been seriously assaulted by the Sheikh of
Algarbia.
Thank you. Algarbia, after an altercation with the latter concerning the supply of provisions to, I guess, M. La Martiniere.
De la Martiniere.
Thank you, M. de la Martiniere's camp followers.
De la Martiniere. Put that name down.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll
Yeah,
check
hold
M
on.
in the directory later.
Morocco on behalf of the French.
And English archaeological societies.
Sheik, don't like it.
Sheik.
I had to make it fit.
So was assaulted by the
Rock Algarbia. Rock Algarbia.
Sheik.
Sheik.
don't like it.
Sheikh.
Yep, I can spell Sheik.
There's other ways to spell Sheik. It's not always the same.
CHIC.
The Sheik, who is fabulous. Algarbeah. Algarbeah.
Next one should be Alexander.
Discovery of the sarcophagus of Alexander the Great, Constantinople, Istanbul. April 11th, further examination of the sarcophagi recently discovered at Saida in Syria shows that among them is the sarcophagus of Alexander the Great containing the body of the monarch. They never found that.
So in real life, they have not found Alexander.
That's what I mean. That
would
be really
by
interesting.
By the way, they think they know where he is.
Really?
But the government of I think it's
Macedonia.
Egypt.
Oh, it's Egypt.
Saida.
No, I think he's buried in Egypt. They think it's in Alexandria.
Oh.
And they believe that they think they know where it is based on ancient maps, but they can't get a permit to dig because it's now the home of a mosque.
That's a shame.
What they do have though is Alexander's father. They dug that up in Greece.
Did.
They found that in like the 70s.
That's cool. Because I remember reading somewhere that like they had an idea.
Yeah, they're pretty sure they know where it is.
But nobody's ever like seen it.
Correct.
Yeah, that would be interesting. One day maybe.
I was just reading that like a few months ago.
Well, they just fucking use like what do they have now? Like
LiDAR.
Yeah, that. Because they were using that for the pyramids for a while there.
Well, apparently what you're supposed to do is just use cameras instead of LiDAR.
Why?
Yes, that you fucking bastard. That's where I was getting.
Mark Rober just recently did a video testing out the Teslas. Because Tesla and Elon Musk decided to fucking cheap out instead of putting LiDAR in their cars, decided we'll just use cameras. Right? And the cameras fucking suck.
Yeah.
At detecting things properly.
No shit.
Right?
No, duh.
So yeah, that's just been in the zeitgeist.
Yeah, I was watching the video earlier today.
I didn't get a chance to watch it. I wanted to.
I gotta say, the kids have burnt me out. As much as I respect Mark Rober a lot, the kids have burnt me out on him so badly.
Yeah, he does a lot of engineering stuff.
They binge him for hours, and I just can't. And I'm not saying it's bad. Of all the things I could binge,
it's all good stuff.
I said that's not the worst to binge. It's just I can only take so much.
He's been around for a while. He kind of blew up doing like glitter and fart bombs.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, I didn't know this is the same guy.
Because he was trying to track
and he does like the
people
dartboard that'll
shit.
automatically give you a bullseye every time you throw it. And
he engineered a puzzle solving robot that will literally delicately place everything perfectly. Yeah, he does.
Rock paper scissors bot that always beats you at rock paper scissors.
No matter
I've
what.
seen those. I think someone in Japan did that first.
Yeah.
So just a bunch of these engineering projects, and he has like a engineering.
China and the Vatican.
There's far worse to find on YouTube.
Yeah, there is. That's what I mean. It's not the worst. The convention under
skip.
negotiation for some time passed between the Chinese government and the Vatican for direct representation of the Holy See at Peking.
Pope's gonna die, huh?
And the Monsignor Aguilar. Sorry, what was that?
Pope's dying. That's
Pope's
pretty crazy. No, the Pope
current one.
Oh,
He's on the way out.
Francis?
Yeah, he's not doing it so hot.
Ah, shit. He was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, as far as popes go.
That's what I mean. Like, I'm not Please, it's a pope. I'm not expecting him to be, like, the most open-minded wild man. But, like, legitimately, he was pretty good.
His mind is pretty open. It's got to accept the flow of the Holy Spirit.
That's what I mean. But most of them are... But apparently, for most of the popes before him, the Holy Spirit was pretty fucking close-minded. The Holy Spirit into Francis was pretty good.
Who was the...
To me, it feels almost like whatever the funnel's happening here.
Who was the Palpatine Pope?
Benedict?
Benedict. Yeah.
Yeah, he was...
Palpatine.
His whole purpose, though, was just to fill a seat until they could find someone
Exactly.
better.
Yeah, he was like, fuck this.
He was also Nazi youth, so I wasn't thrilled that he got to be Pope. I mean, don't get me wrong. Do I blame all of them? No, I don't.
You're
call him
European,
Hitler
you're
Youth.
probably Hitler Youth.
Yes, but...
You've got a good shot at being Hitler Youth if you're old and European. Unfortunately. It's
European or German?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. No.
I was gonna say, I think he was like one
Because
of the
most
last
of them
ones.
dead.
A lot of those Hitler Youth have died.
No, really? It's almost like it happened in the
Benedict
40s. It's almost like we're getting close to it
It's
happening
almost like-
100 years ago.
It's almost like it stopped 80 years ago.
Did
I was gonna
Benedict
say.
die?
Yeah,
Benedict died a while ago.
A couple years ago.
Yeah.
Was he
Germany and Zanzibar.
Yeah, he
2022.
abdicated. I think was he the first? Maybe the first in a long time.
2022. He died.
Yeah.
2005 to 2013, he resigned.
Mummy strikes
Yeah.
again. The body of James Windebank was discovered late yesterday in the room he was preparing for the British Museum's exhibit of newly discovered artifacts
this
from
one I
the
didn't
tomb
see.
of Kate Betts' mummy.
Yeah, right.
The archaeologist was
Hold on.
found strangled.
James
Windy bang. Windy bang.
But while Alex is writing that down, I do have to say this is far less annoying than I thought it was going to be.
Agreed.
When you had to click on the one thing, I thought it was fucked.
Exhibit of newly discovered artifacts from the
Shush,
tomb.
I was reading it. It was me. It was me.
You can continue. I'm just trying to write it fucking down.
What the fuck? Around his neck were linen bandages of the type used by the ancient Egyptians in wrapping mummies. Sorry, Matt.
It's me!
I
want to read it!
I work at a fucking preschool, man. Eventually, it's all gonna fucking
So you
rub off.
Instead of the kids becoming adults, you become like the kids?
I mean, the kids are never gonna become adults, my guy. It's not happening. Not without growing up on their own in the next 18 years. And even then, for some of them, I don't think that's long enough. Windibank is the third murder to be associated with the mummy Kate Bet in the past 6 months. Or the past 6 weeks. The archaeologist had accompanied the London University-sponsored expedition to Egypt. The project has been cursed with ill luck since the first discovery of the tomb several months ago. Its organizer, Dr. Ebenezer Turnbull, was murdered in the actual tomb itself in early March. Another archaeologist, Andrew Weatherby, met a similar fate on board the ship returning to England just last week. The Jardin ship, Eastern Empress, that's the ship, Al, make sure you make a note of that, was the scene of that mysterious death.
Stop moving.
Yeah,
I did.
Write some stuff.
I did.
By the way, when the first pope resigned and they elected the new guy,
Benedict
Francis, I remember on Jimmy Kimmel they had a sketch and it started as the Odd Couple, but it's the God Couple.
I saw that. I liked that one.
It's pretty good. How was your anniversary, by the way?
We didn't do anything. I mean, it was nice. We did see a movie. We watched a movie. We watched a movie, and I got insomnia cookies.
I did see the box.
I hit all of the key points when I recalled this.
You did.
Yeah, I gotta say, it was a really good movie. Like it deserved every award it got. Like it was. I mean, I already expected it to be pretty good considering like all the stuff I saw about it, but like.
And because I said it was good.
Well, I don't trust that. As much as I trust your taste in movies, and I do.
To a degree.
But you also are very excited for the movie Friendship. And I don't.
Oh, the Tim Robinson one?
Yeah, fuck that. So like, I don't know. The point is, it was a really good movie. I enjoyed it a lot. I also got a wicked migraine from the crying.
Hey, wicked migraine.
I did.
Yeah, like I had with the Boston accent.
I had to use my my cold press thing that he got me. And even that, apparently I didn't charge it long enough, so I had to go get an ice pack.
Okay.
You good? Okay. The shipboard investigation was handled by Captain Herman Ramsey and his first officer, Luther Tenney. Scotland Yard has declined to name any suspects at this time.
Alright, this menu is reasonable. Oh.
To the editor of the Times, sir, with regard to the recent mummy murders, I would like to suggest that we abandon our attempts to disturb the ancients in their graves or otherwise. This applies not only to such excavations as have become so common in Egypt, Morocco, and other foreign lands, but also to such projects in our own British Isles. If the hypotheses of such men as James Ferguson, who believes that Stonehenge is an ancient sepulchral monument... Sepulchral monument.
Sepulchral.
Whatever, of the Saxon Druids are true, we should leave these burial grounds undisturbed. Surely, if these murders are the work of some present-day mortal human, the police will discover his identity and bring him to justice. I do sincerely believe, however, we should not meddle in the magic and sorcery of which we know not, for we have not the means to control the forces thus unleashed. Respectfully yours, J.A. Smuts. Sorry, that's what I imagine he...
I thought that was Watson.
That's how it is. That's Watson's... That was what he used to use as his quote-unquote secret pen name. Like, you know how Ben Franklin used Silence Dogood to write...
Silence Dogood letters.
They did, yeah. He wrote as a woman, Silence Dogood.
Yeah, I saw National Treasure.
I can't believe nobody else had to read one. Did nobody else have to read one?
No.
I had to read one in school.
I didn't read in school.
Oh, well, that was nice.
I don't think I've ever read.
One time.
Right there, right now.
Well, I meant in this.
You had to read Dune in college. I was there. You can't lie about that one.
He also. Oh, I was gonna say he read Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
I skimmed.
No, he didn't. He only read one chapter to leave a note for Amy saying she gets butt raped.
No, I searched for the.
He knew that there was butt rape in there somewhere, so he left a post-it note in the book and said she's gonna be butt raped.
Mm-hmm.
Amy's never forgiven you for that either.
No, she has. She's totally forgotten about it.
Probably true.
The forgetfulness probably runs in the family.
Wait, go back. You can skip this one?
The one that literally talks about a mummy.
Oh, okay. To the editor of the Times, sir, the recent mummy affair points up to a fact I have been trying to convince my fellow Britishers of for quite some time. That is the phenomenal number of crimes, particularly those of a serious nature, committed by foreigners. Shouldn't we act now to restrict access to our beloved isle before this tragedy becomes yet worse? Johnny Bulldog Trent.
Well, you know what they...
Brexit in the 1880s.
Trentsit.
I like how...
Xenophobic.
No. I'm about 100 years too early, but Brexit.
I almost wrote Bulldong. Just to put it out there.
That was that baseball movie, right?
Bulldog?
Bulldongum. It's the porn parody of
Yeah.
Bulldog.
There we go.
To the editor of the Times, sir, I wish to complain about the plethora of horse droppings on the streets of London. Those in charge to take responsibility for the cleanup operations. William P. Smith. Latest shipping intelligence from Lloyd's. Wrecks and casualties. Lloyd's agents at Malta telegraphs that the British steamer Mary Thomas from Sebastopol for Rotterdam is reported aground on Monskiar Reef. Nobody gives two fucks about that one.
Yep, skip.
Yep.
Foreign arrivals, Bombay.
Let's see if anything...
Madeira, Philadelphia, Quebec, Sydney. No, all done. High water at London Bridge today.
You know what? That
actually
might be important.
make a note of that, yeah. Morning, 39 minutes after 2. Afternoon, 59 minutes after 2. That's when high tide is. I never considered that.
Well, you couldn't look it up on the internet.
That's what I mean. Like, for some reason, the information... That's how spoiled I am now. All my information is just easily... Like, today...
Fingertips.
Today, one of the kids asked us, because they saw a picture of a shark in one of their books, and was like, where are their teeth? And it turns out they had their teeth. They were just, like, as part of the gums. And apparently their teeth could, like, move in and out, almost like Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon. So the kids were like, are there any sharks that actually don't have teeth? So I was like, I actually don't know for sure that answer. Turns out, no. Every single shark has teeth. Some are just vestigial.
Yeah.
Weird.
Wrong button.
Yes. Accident to a mail steamer. Prussian.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. London
Diocesan
Diocesan.
Conference.
Yeah.
Fatal accident. A sad accident occurred on Monday last to Mr. Francis Scott, Somerset, who, while riding in his grounds, received a concussion of the brain and died in a few hours. You're writing that down just in case?
This is like just a few short years after he wrote the national anthem.
Oh no, this is it. This is James. Sorry, John. My bad.
James Watson?
John, yeah.
Okay,
fuck me.
So
To the editor of the
Smuts
Times,
is not Watson.
Sir, no, he's not. To the editor of the Times,
That was all bullshit.
Sir, as a man of science and medicine, I must protest these innuendos of murderous mummies. The ancient Egyptians had progressed far in their own investigations of life and science, but they had certainly not found the secret of everlasting life in the material world. Even had they, we cannot bring home the murder of 2 men to a 4,000-year-old mummy. I can only repeat that this is utter nonsense and balderdash. Great game. Without the slightest scientific basis, and a disgrace to the pages of your venerable newspaper, I am, sir, your obedient servant, John H. Watson, M.D.
Had certainly not found the secret of everlasting life in the material world. And I am a material girl.
I was thinking the same thing, and I wasn't gonna say it. Ooh, there's the 3-bedroom house. There you go. Oh, it's
You guys
for
looking to
rent.
move?
Please.
Yes.
That was the driest yes I've ever heard.
Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah. If only somebody wanted to pay for a house for us.
Look, we're doing the best we can, man. A detached house with 6 bedrooms. Jesus fucking Christ. Hotels. Cuisine. Sorry,
On
it's cuisine.
holiday.
Handsomely furnished. Nor is this hotel for families. Osborne Hotel. Torquay.
Lighted by electricity and possesses every modern convenience and comfort.
A new club in the finest area of London for those who have been snubbed by old-fashioned clubs. A new chef and high-class service. References, of course, required.
Gregory.
For those who have been snubbed by old-fashioned clubs? Are you fucking serious? Oh, is that it?
That's it.
That's it.
Whoa.
You just click
Click
off of
the
it.
left.
No.
No.
I tried clicking
No.
off of it. It doesn't work.
Maybe
Jackie,
hit the
the magnifying glass. on the
magnifying
left
glass. And
back.
now top left. And now top right. Hey.
Hey. Okay.
So there's a few names I think we should look up in the book.
The book.
Windibank.
Okay.
W.
So, Windibank. W.
Last one.
James Windibank. Put it in the notebook. You?
Excellent. James Windibank.
File.
T.
No,
I want to see
okay.
if he's got something. Professor of Egyptology and Science at London University. Published a paper on the rare antiquities buried in the deserts of Arabia. Ardently interested in the advancement of science and has had some difficulty with the Anti-Vivisectionist League over the past several years.
Man, those damn anti-vivisectioners.
Oh man, I gotta remember that for my next categories when it asks for words that are 10 letters or longer. Vivisectionist.
Anti-vivisection.
Pluto!
He's fine.
Alright, so that was his. Gotta go all the way back to Windibank.
No, you can go to your notebook, which
Oh.
is why we put it in the notebook.
Oh, right, you're right. You're absolutely right. Look at you. Look at you. You're a gem. Should we talk to Holmes?
The train conductor?
That's Holmes. Doesn't he look high as fuck?
No.
Oh, okay, it's just me. Cool.
That's not the Patrick Mahomes.
We're gonna catch him.
Oh, it is the Telegraph. It is the Telegraph Company. Caught the missus at home. She says the chap who wrote the newspaper stories about the mummy of yours was one of Windibank's old students. Said she was leaving for the cemetery.
What?
That's.
Okay. And then?
And then Alex will write that down.
No, I won't, apparently.
I will. Give me a moment.
Jackie.
I'll bring it back. Oh, it's not very nice when somebody just leaves it off the fucking,
It's
fucking
true, but you
screen,
gave
right?
me no time, let alone.
I
Caught
assumed
the
that...
missus at home. Says the chap who wrote the newspaper stories about that mummy of yours was one of Windibank's old students. Old student wrote the paper. And then
Apparently these are pretty good.
said she was leaving for the cemetery.
Oh,
Yes.
Alex, would you like a gold coin?
Sure. So shall we take a trip out to the cemetery?
That's a possibility. Let's look up some other names first while we're here.
Yeah.
Let's just go to the cemetery.
No, let's look up some other names first.
They're all Kennedy $50.
Yeah, they are. They're large for Kennedy $50.
Well, yeah, that's a Kennedy $50. That's why no one wants to fucking carry one in their fucking pocket.
Irene Adler. Hang on, I'm just for my own personal. operatic contralto who sang at La Scala. Before retiring from the stage, she was the prima donna of the Imperial Opera of Warsaw. This is not for public consumption, but Miss Adler is the only woman I believe I will ever love. He only ever called her the woman.
Except for here where she called her Miss Adler.
Yeah, granted, yes, he had respect for her, but the way that people nowadays have been, like, described how he refers to her as the woman, it is more a matter of, like, respect rather than a romantic involvement.
Take a trip out to her.
I'm not gonna do that.
Flip it and clop it.
We have a case that we're trying to solve here, sir.
I'm sure she'll come involved in one of these cases.
I was gonna say probably the second one.
What did you think, Alex?
Sir Charles Baskerville.
Of the $50.
Oh look, John Barrymore.
Hey, look, it's Johnny Bulldog.
No, I was thinking Drew Barrymore's
Oh, that's what
daddy.
we need, right? Get Johnny Bulldog.
No, Johnny Bulldog is the xenophobe.
Yeah.
We don't need to know anything about him.
Okay, yeah, forget it.
And yet here we are. Self-proclaimed nationalist and frequent contributor to the letters of the editor section of the Times. Known to be a bit off his nut. Yeah, okay. Don't need to know.
So James Winterbank.
By the way, why does it make that sound when it's pulled up?
Trying his best. Why are you going back to A?
It's just
Is that what that?
Genesis.
I just wanted to know if it was something I had.
So Martinier.
Mendicant.
Mendicant.
Which one are you looking at, Al?
Mandelbaum.
Mandelbaum.
No.
What about Stella Mummy?
Stella Mummy. I gotta say, if the killer is someone named Mummy, that's
nothing
brilliant.
on file.
Uh-oh. Go wait, talk to the telegram man.
I gotta. Can I still?
Hey,
Just
Mr.
send it right from here.
Telegram man.
Okay. We
We tried,
tried.
really
We
did.
really did, but they just wouldn't answer the
Go
door.
to the door. What happens if you click on the cart?
I'm adding it to the book.
No, don't add her to the book.
Ah, fuck me, fine.
All right. So, what about Ebenezer Turnbull?
I really thought you would say Ebenezer Turd for a second.
Ebenezer Turnbull.
Turnbull. I'm adding him here.
Y'all?
The third son of the Earl of Downey, at age 6, he discovered a Roman ruin on the family's country estate. That shit happens all the time over there, which he continues to work at to this day. He has led a number of archaeological excursions, notably several to the Luxor-Karnak area, where he has made some significant discoveries. Yeah, apparently it's like they're constantly finding Roman shit under the city of London. Not surprising, considering,
Well, you know
how
what they
much went
say.
down there.
You know what they say.
When in Rome.
Karnak and Jalad at Tanagra.
Luxor, Karnak, and Jalad. You can chuckle, it's allowed. You can chuckle, it's allowed.
Look like, you fucking idiot.
You're allowed to think something is
That was
funny.
horrendous.
Shaka.
And the walls fell?
The walls.
They did?
You want to talk to fucking Chappie over there?
I was wow.
Did you watch Chappie?
I did not watch Chappie.
I don't think anyone did.
No.
Holmes. Landlady said he was gone and didn't know when he would return. Also said he was really into mummies. Hope that helps you.
Like,
He's dead.
fucking him?
He's dead. He's long dead.
Like,
Fucking him. Into mummies. Weatherby.
Andrew?
Weatherby.
Yes.
Crappleby.
More like Nippleby.
The name's not Nippleby, and it's not Crappleby.
Crapple butt.
what is this?
It's from a movie called Cheats.
It's just
Never heard of it.
such a dumb movie.
I gathered that.
Nothing on file. Quite a lovely lady, and such a tiny bird she is.
Andrew?
Yeah, weird. Al?
Nope. Andrew Weatherby. Andrew Weatherby killed last week on the ship.
Quite
Jardine
a lovely...
ship
Oh,
in
maybe
Denver.
it's his wife or
Oh, maybe.
something.
Cheats. 75% on Rotten Tomato came out in 2002. Trevor Furman,
Don't know who that is.
Dixon
No.
Cohey, it's got Matthew Lawrence in it.
Hey,
the Lawrence
the
brothers.
worst of the Lawrence brothers.
It's got Eldon Henson in it.
Jim's son?
From Silicon Valley, remember the Satanist?
No,
No.
that's not him.
That is him. That's Crappleby.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
Eldon Henson is the guy who was in
Yeah, he was a Bash brother.
Daredevil. You ever see the Daredevil TV show?
No.
No, he was the helper guy.
He
in
was one of the
Daredevil.
Mighty Ducks.
Yes, and he was one of the Mighty Ducks.
He was a Bash brother in the Mighty Ducks.
But, yeah, what's his name? Martin Starr is in it.
Gotcha.
Right. And David Krumholtz.
Yes,
Right.
he's from Santa Claus.
Yeah, the guy who looks like the guy from The New Girl.
Yes.
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 You know what I'm talking about?
No.
So you know David Krumholtz, right?
Yeah, that guy.
That guy.
Yeah, he was in Numbers and shit.
And you know the guy from The New Girl?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, no, I put it together now.
What's
You're
his
good.
fuck?
I've put 2 and 2.
Anyway, Cheats came out in 2002.
Yeah, I know.
And it's a movie about kids in high school and cheating.
On exams or on...
On exams.
On exams.
Yeah. And kind of how their group, like, collapses in on itself.
Oh shit, we can literally talk to the Prime Minister, Benjamin Disraeli.
Call him up.
First Earl of
I
Beaconsfield, statesman and writer, former Prime Minister.
guess he's the former at this point already.
Knuckles are sore from pounding on the door. Nobody would bloody answer it. How about not bloody answer it?
Bloody
All right.
well, right.
What about Ramsey?
Embassies.
Oh, English Archaeology Society?
Oh, yeah, hang on now. A second. I
Sure.
will. Cornelia M. Hard. She is hard. Nothing on file. Found a little note stuck on the door. Said they'd be gone for the afternoon.
Bye.
What was that, Al?
Ramsey.
Ramsey.
Herman?
Herman Ramsey. Yep. He's the investigator.
Captain of the Eastern Empress.
Yep.
Ramsey put Tenny in charge of the whole investigation.
Interesting. Okay, so,
So let's
who's
look
his
up Tenny.
first officer? Luther Tenny.
Not too many Luthers anymore, are there?
Actually, it's coming back.
Really?
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of names that are coming back that you don't want to know about.
Because of Idris Elba and Lex.
Idris is huge now, by the way. Idris is a huge name right now.
Mhm.
And a lot of kings. King is a big one.
King?
Yeah, king.
That's horrendous.
That we have multiple kings in the preschool. Not in my class,
God.
but in other classes.
King.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. King.
What happens when you become king and your name is king?
King,
You
king.
become King.
Nothing on file.
Sure.
Dear Holmes, passengers were a curious lot. Tenny found the stiff.
Can we see what the cart does?
Yeah, let's go see him.
Can we see what the cart does? You already told me it hovers.
Let me tell you,
Oh, shit.
a murder, even
Oh,
by a
I'll go back and do the other ones,
4,000-year-old
too.
mummy, was only one odd thing in a string of bad luck on this voyage.
What sort of bad luck?
I'll start with the crew, really. Seamen are a rather superstitious lot to begin with, and the idea of carrying about a 4,000-year-old mummy had 'em shivering in their timbers. We almost faced a bloody mutiny. Then there were the passengers. A strange lot. I can tell you that reporter fellow, Travis, did us no service at all with his mystic mumbo-jumbo. He and Professor Winterbank had a regular war of words going on about whatever powers this mummy was supposed to have. And there was the 2 Arabs.
Arabs. Interesting. Do you recall their names?
I should hope I do. One was called Barmy. He always carried around this curious little box. No clue what was in it, but Barmy never let it out of his sight.
Tommy?
The other one's name was Al Sard, and he spent most of his time lurking about watching Barmy. My guess is he wanted that box.
Sounds like you had your hands full.
I haven't even told you about the fight yet between Mr. Weatherby and Mr. Arubaru.
Over what?
Weatherby's wife, I'd say, though they were a tight-lipped lot about it.
I see. Tell me, Lieutenant, we understand that you were the first person to discover the bobby.
Sir, I was. Captain Ramsey sent me down to
Oh, that's
inspect
a
the
lantern.
hold. And I went immediately over to them Egyptian crates. Professor Winterbank was particularly anxious about him, you know.
Could you describe the scene as you remember it?
I'll never forget it. I just made my way to the back of the hold, and I noticed at the top of them crates, the one what carried the mummy's coffin was raised up, kind of funny like. The coffin lid was laid off to one side, and there was Mr. Weatherby, all sprawled on the floor next to a bowl of ashes. He'd been strangled by a length of the mummy's sheeting. Bloody gruesome, I tell you. Poor bloke's eyes popped out like a couple of sausages on a hot iron skillet.
Quite a vivid picture, don't you agree, Holmes? Quite. And you reported this to Captain Ramsey straight away?
Absolutely. In fact, the captain put me in charge of the entire investigation.
And what did you discover? Did anybody have any contact with Weatherby on the night of the murder?
Not that I know of. I could account for all the crew.
These all look like Robin.
Passengers were in their cabins as far as anyone knew or would say. Nobody saw anything, heard anything, or knew anything. Besides, Weatherby was seasick from the beginning. He stayed pretty much in his cabin all the time. Maybe that's why the lovely young Mrs. Weatherby was gallivanting about.
With Uruburu?
Yes, indeed.
And what of the bowl? Where is it now?
Bowl.
With the ashes.
Oh, yes. You know, now that you mention it, I don't recall ever seeing it again.
I just want to say, I kind of love this.
This game fucking rules.
Okay, I just
I just want to point out, this was the one I wanted to play.
This is the one I
Literally
thought
the
you
one
were
that we
going to
thought you
play
were
the
gonna pick,
first
and
time.
you said,
Oh.
no, let's do Mansion of Hidden Souls.
I'm still
And
fine
you
with that.
completely threw us off.
Honestly, I'm still happy with my choice.
All right,
I think we needed the palate cleanser.
so.
Hang on, because we've gotta go back now, because you, I wasn't doing what you wanted me to do.
Hold on. Let's see if we can find a couple more names from the directory while we're here. All right, so go to A. We're looking for the two Arab men. One is
Al
Al
Saud.
Saud,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Definitely have that.
And then
Let's get the other name first. We'll go to our
Yeah.
the other name is Bami, I think. B.
No.
I couldn't really understand.
I thought it said Bommy.
I thought he also said Bami.
Okay, so let's just.
Bon me.
Try D. I'm trying to think
That's
of
what
other
I'm
sounds
trying to
that
think of the sounds as well.
Nope. Go back to E. We'll just kind of.
I don't think it would be
we can just blow
a
through
vowel.
J.
Fami.
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 I don't think it would be a vowel.
Fami.
That makes more sense. Fami.
He's doing exactly what I do, which is I mishear somebody's name, and I mishear it again, and I just go,
That must be
whatever,
it.
I'll figure it out. I'm not going to ask you to repeat it.
I'll ask it like once.
Mhm.
And then after that.
Waiting for
Well, now wait, the
Goro.
misses. So hang on.
Hey, look,
so,
Mycroft Holmes.
wait, Weatherby
Oh, that's fun.
was.
Yeah, Weatherby, Andrew, and you said it was a slate woman. We can
But
go
that-
visit her.
But remember,
Weatherby's dead.
Weatherby's dead, so I
Yeah.
think that's his wife.
It is his wife who was fucking
Little.
around with
S- What a little
Rubaru.
bird.
a Rubaru. Go
I'm
back
sorry,
to
say
A.
that again?
Go back to A.
We
A Rubaru.
were talking about this weekend.
No,
Well,
it
now
wasn't
we
that.
need to
I
find-
think it was an O.
It could be an E as well.
No, I think it's
Yeah.
an O.
I'm gonna say no.
No, maybe E.
Or a U.
Let's try you.
Anthony
Urubaru.
We were talking about this weekend about
Do-do-do-do.
remember car gurus?
Cargaroos?
Yeah, well that's what they when they first did their ads, they would have people say car gurus instead of car gurus.
Yeah.
And for like I
Bilbo
remember seeing
Underhill! Sorry, go ahead. Continue.
that's actually really funny.
Mr. Underhill.
Sorry, I didn't mean to yell that. I apologize. Reluctant adventurer for hire. He'd like to think he's my competition, but he's not.
Throwing shade.
No one was home.
Visit him.
Holmes. Yeah, for sure. Please be something good.
Watson, not a thing, Holmes.
You learned nothing?
Don't get testy, Holmes. There wasn't anyone about.
My humble apologies, Watson.
Okay.
That's fine.
So, I don't know what the fuck a car guru is.
No, it's
It's a New Jersey thing?
no. It was a website.
Was it?
Still is. They
Kind of
but
like,
now
isn't
they
it like
started
Carfax or whatever it is?
either that or like help you find a car or
Yeah.
something. You know, whatever.
Buy
I
and
don't
sell
really give a
cars,
shit.
Car guru.
But they started calling it car gurus again. But I even pulled it up. There was a commercial where the person in the commercial said car guru, and the end thing said car gurus. And I was like, who the fuck is in charge of marketing? How do you fuck that up?
Kangaroo Club.
Boston based.
Indigent Blind Society. National Gallery.
Wait a second. Alex, Native Guano Company.
Guano.
Alex doesn't even have to say it like he normally does. Jackie jumped right in there.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take your thunder.
You're good, you're good. So that's the names that we got.
Okay, hang on, I'm just trying to see if there's anything.
Al-Saud, Rubaru.
Princess Theater. Pavilion Aquarium. Ooh, there's a Quagmire.
Archibald. Hopefully that name doesn't come back.
Quaritches.
What about George Quackford?
I was just gonna say, what about Quackford?
I have to say, there's a lot of fucking Q names.
Yeah.
Quimby. Raven and Rat.
Raven and Rat is the bar that what's his name runs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's worth it, but
We don't
we
need
might
that
come
right
back to
now.
that.
I just.
Hey, look, it's Rooters. Roto.
Rotor? Fuck Christ.
J.A.
Alex,
Smuts.
Alex, you gotta do the sign.
There it is. J.A. Smuts.
Good old smuts.
Yep. Something critical that we'll want to do is probably the chemistry for the ash bowl. At
Yeah,
some
for
point.
sure. For sure.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't have the
I'm just
actual-
checking some stuff. I'm sorry.
I think we should send Watson and Holmes to those two houses of the people that Kenny said were on the
Rabbi Solomon Ervitz. Vanilli.
ship. Yeah. Roberto is
That's
Millie's,
Gilly Vanilli's
you know.
brother.
grandfather, but
Yeah, it was probably a while ago, wasn't it?
I just want to point out, vegetarian restaurant.
Hmm.
That's like the Chinese restaurant down in Tom's River area.
China
that's
chef?
called Chinese food.
I mean, it does what it
Oh,
says
the
on the tin.
Cricketers. The West London Cricketers.
And excuse me, Alex. I believe it's China
There's
chef.
a lot of
China chef.
X's. Cinnabar Xenos. What is that
I
guy?
believe it's Sinos.
I believe. I believe he was from Kanto.
Ye old Cheshire cheese.
I saw that too, Al. Ew, how many Z's do you think there are? Wow, way more than I thought.
Crumbly Zweiback. That's a great name.
Zebediah's Pawn Shop.
I like Crumbly Zweiback.
Honestly, my favorite there is Jack Zack.
Alright, hang on. Hang
Jack.
on. That one we do have to look at.
Excuse me, Jack Zack.
Director of London's Humane Society?
Well, send
Alright.
a telegram.
Oh, you want me to do it?
Why not? It's quick.
Are you sure that was the right address? The place looked downright deserted. Uh-oh. Sounds like Jack Zack wasn't a real person.
They need a little humanity.
Okay.
You know what he was, though. He was a hack.
Oh, Jack Zack could be no hack.
His wife could not be mean.
Ah! His wife could not be seen.
Outside. Outside top.
Yeah.
Abdullah. Oh,
Whoops.
never mind. Henry
That's not what I
Ellis.
meant. I meant that one. Nothing on file. And then we'll go
Oh.
Here's one for you, Holmes. When we got there, we raided
Oh,
Scotland
shit.
Yard's finest. It seems Al Saud was murdered. Lestrade thinks the butler did it. I guess we'll get no help from him. Well, I'm on my way there, so fucking stop me. Fuck.
Well, Holmes, I checked in with Mr. Al-Sad's manservant and...
And you discovered that Mr. Alsod was not at home.
But however did you know that?
Elementary, my dear Watson. I noticed some crumpet crumbs from the corner bakery stuck to your lapel. You haven't been gone long enough to stop for tea and interview anyone at length.
Most observant.
This
Well,
is great.
This is great. I love it.
I would say most observant, but the undercurrent of that is, well, fuck you too, Holmes.
Well, we can ask Scotland Yard about Al-Saud.
Yeah, we can talk to Lestrade.
Yeah. Okay, so where's Fahmy?
Fahmy.
Nothing on file. Oh, native of Saudi Arabia, intensely interested in medieval artifacts, particularly of the precious nature. Nobody was home, but I smell a rat. Ooh,
Mr. Fahmy, are you at home?
he's dead.
Apparently so, Watson. Look,
Oh, what ghastly business. Everyone will assume the mummy has struck again.
hardly a plausible assumption. This poor fellow has a knife in his back and not a scrap of sheeting about his neck.
How very observant, Holmes.
Ring up Scotland Yard. This case is simple enough for them to solve.
You've solved it already.
Elementary, my dear Watson. Obviously, it was the butler.
Butler? What butler?
Exactly my point. A man as wealthy as Akram Fahmy would always have a manservant about him. After the foul deed, this one obviously beat a hasty retreat.
Dun-dun. I'm the butler. I buttle.
What?
She's the butler. She buttles.
I'm the butler. What do you do? I buttle. Clue. Okay.
Call
So
up
Fahmy's
Lestrade.
dead. Al Saud is dead.
We should talk to Lestrade.
Yeah. As much as I don't particularly want to,
Do we think?
Well,
do
we
we
can
just? Do we think it's Weatherby's wife?
We can look at the notes. I mean, it's a possibility. Weatherby's wife was talking about Urubaru, though. So
we're gonna have to. Should we go talk to her
Cargoes.
first?
no, we should check the notes and the telegram regarding Lestrade, and then we already did this.
Yeah. Lestrade says, one dead archaeologist, no suspect, no motive. Better get on in Holmes. Looks like this one's up to you.
Sure. Go see it.
I don't feel like working, Holmes. Go do it.
If it isn't Mr. Sherlock Holmes, London's most overly praised amateur sleuth, needing the help of the Yard again.
Are you going to stand for that, Holmes?
Let's just see who proceeds to solve this case, Watson. Inspector Lestrade, my good man, I'm looking into the cause of James Windibank's death.
I should have known. That murder has brought out every crank in the city. I think the professional police can wrap this one up.
All the same, could you tell us what you've discovered to date?
One dead archaeologist, no suspect, no motive.
And what of Andrew Weatherby's death? Have you looked into that?
I have talked to Captain Ramsey, but we have no leads. Look, I'm not even sure that Weatherby's murder falls into our jurisdiction. And if it doesn't, you're not going to find me worrying about it. As it is, I have enough murders to take care of.
Classic Lestrade. Alright, so Lestrade is useless. Got it. Cool.
Shall we go see Urubaru?
Uruburu. I'm gonna enjoy that name a lot.
Arubaru. Arubaru.
We should go to Andrew Weatherby's placey place.
Yeah, let's.
After we talk to the Urubaru.
Darubaru. Nothing on file. This guy sure smelled of whiskey. Oh, that's what I meant to do on my way home.
Get blasted
Drink.
drunk.
No,
Hold
get
on.
beer.
Come back, Mr. Urubaru.
I wouldn't hear of it. Just a bit of a hangover. I've weathered plenty worse than this.
I'm investigating the death of Andrew Weatherby. You were on the ship with him out of Cairo. Did you happen to make his acquaintance?
Weatherby, a most tedious fellow.
So tedious, one might want to do him in.
Don't be preposterous. In my condition, I couldn't have done anything of the sort.
What condition was that?
And I thought you were a great detective. The first night out, a few of us threw a bit of a bash that went on until we docked in London.
Did Mrs. Weatherby attend this particular bash?
She was the guest of honor, you might say.
Ew.
Are you saying it was a gangbang?
Ran
Right?
train.
You're actually writing it. I love it. Ran train on Mrs. Weatherby.
Shall we head to Mrs. Weatherby? Inspector Holmes.
Did we do all this stuff already?
Yes.
Inspect her holes.
Holmes.
Oh.
I mean, the holes in her story. I mean, shit.
In your moment of grief.
Oh, that's quite all right. You know, Andrew and I haven't been married very long.
Long enough to know if you had any enemies?
Oh, Andrew was so unassuming. Everyone liked him.
Why is it that everyone he talks to
Including
looks like
Mr.
he's bashing the head with something?
I really
Pressure.
loved my husband.
The compression, or that's where they put the microphone.
Oh, English toffee. My favorite.
Would you like one?
Please.
Sorry, you'll have to open this yourself. I've never been any good with these things.
Can't open a toffee box. Put that in the notes.
Weatherby
Can't open a toffee box?
can't open boxes. Weak
Weak AF.
as fuck. Thank you.
Alright, who's next?
Is there a cemetery in the directory that we can go to?
How about we just visit Windibank?
Might as well.
Pity. It appears that no one is in.
However, can you tell, Holmes?
There is a sign on the door that says we are
Go
gone.
like Receive
today."
Cemetery.
How terribly observant, Holmes.
Elementary. If only you had fucking used your eyes, Watson. I wouldn't have to work so fucking hard. You know that? I gotta say, so the one thing that Basil Rathbone's
We can visit
Sherlock
Ebenezer
Holmes did was they
Trumbull,
made
too.
Watson into a bumbling barnacle, basically.
Too much.
Barnacle.
Yeah, because in the books he was not that bad.
No.
In the books he was actually quite useful.
He was a doctor.
He was a doctor.
So was Oz.
He was also a military man, so he actually knew how to.
Yes.
Anyway. Kobe's funerals?
I prefer Kobe's beef.
I like Wagyu myself.
2 cuts of the same
I'm down.
bird.
Well, listen, I'll take any beef.
I know, Al. I'm
It's gonna
sorry,
give me
honey.
hardcore diarrhea for days.
I know, honey. I'm sorry.
Sometimes worth it. But as you said, unfortunately,
worth
less
it.
so now.
As I determined, no amount is worth it. Yeah, it might be a church as well.
I'm sure there is. I'm trying to find it.
Goldini.
Gelda.
A lot of hotels.
You don't want to talk about Mycroft?
No.
Do you want me to talk about Mycroft?
No.
No,
this
we
one?
can move on.
Nah, you know what? I'm gonna look it up now. Now
Played by
you've
Stephen
piqued
Fry?
my interest.
Go visit him too, and we'll see.
I don't want to visit him. Mycroft was always kind of a dick. My older brother, whom I believe to possess even better powers of deduction and observation than I. Unfortunately, Mycroft is not ambitious. He lacks energy and would prefer to allow a false assumption to stand rather than take the time to disprove it. How's he doing? The only one around was the cat.
Wonder what happens if you visit
Probably nothing.
Adler.
I'm not visiting Adler.
No information
Stand in the
here.
corner, jerking
I've
off.
never, I gotta say,
There's work to be done.
for some reason, the character of Irene Adler, despite the fact that she is a monumental female character of the period, I've never liked her.
Yeah.
I don't know, Rachel McAdams.
That's not real Irene Adler.
I mean, she's a fine Adler.
She was fine. I'm just saying that she's not like.
She's a faddler.
Guy Ritchie's Sherlock Holmes, in my opinion, while entertaining, it's not really Sherlock Holmes. That's fine. Like I said, I understand that it's my hot take, and nobody else is going to agree with me, and that's fine.
He's the hot Holmes.
You would.
Yes, I would.
Yes, I would.
Kangaroo Club.
Clotilda Kleberg. Oh my god. Clotilda. Madame Berthy Marx.
Communist. Can you back to N a second? Yeah. Nope, alright, you can move on.
Mall.
I think that's what my
Hiram
uncle used to
Pettigrew.
smoke. My dad's brother.
Mm-hmm.
Peter Pettigrew.
Hiram, that's another terrible name.
Hiram is a terrible name. Sorry to all the Hirams out there.
Yeah, literally our entire viewer base is made
Twist
up of Hirams.
Brothers. What?
You just tanked us, Jackie.
Yep.
We cornered the market on Hirams.
Look, man. For all Reform funerals. Oh, no, that's not a cemetery.
Is it a pet
Oh, there's a
cemetery?
reverend. What?
Pet cemetery?
It's the first horror movie I ever saw.
Keep in mind, Sewage Manure Company.
Yeah. Oh, we could go to the hospital, I suppose. Our criminology lab. We
Well,
should
we've
go there
got
at some point.
We've got all the people that we can talk to as well.
I
from
know.
other
I just want to
places.
find the cemetery, and then we should probably go to Scotland Yard. Dirk and Topper.
Do we do Ebenezer Turnbull?
I'm sorry. Say that again without the pen in your mouth.
No.
Ebenezer Turnbull was murdered in the tomb. So if we could
No,
look
we
into-
haven't done that yet.
We should go follow that up as well.
We should. Another reverend.
There's no cemetery.
I'm just looking. There's the Watt Street Chapel.
Yeah, I mean, we can go to Watt Street Chapel. That might have a cemetery at it.
Is it a graveyard or a cemetery if it's with the church? A cemetery is different from a graveyard.
A cemetery does not have a church connected.
That's
to
it. The graveyard has a church connected to it. I just
Didn't
wanted to
know
make
that
sure.
was the difference.
Yeah. Home show. All right. So what was it termed?
And Jackson!
He told me you wanted to go to the...
Ebenezer
Ebenezer
Turnbull.
Turnbull.
Okay.
Did we do all this already?
I don't think so.
Yes, we did this,
Oh, you're
but
right.
not this, and we didn't go there. He was gone and didn't know
Did we
when
do
he would
anything to
return.
that?
Also said he was really into mummies. I hope that helps you.
Let's check out the house.
My God, they left the body here to rot.
Dr. Turnbull, he was a strange one, he was. Hardly ever at home, always traipsing about to Lord knows where.
May I take a look at his things?
Oh, suit yourself. All he had is a big pile of books about Egyptian mummies and a few maps. He was a son of an earl, he was. So you hardly tell from looking at him, poor fellow. Do you really think this mummy thing's what done him in? Creepy, I says.
She did it. I'm joking. Wasn't he the one that died
In the tomb.
in the tomb?
Into.
She followed him all the way to Egypt and then killed him in the tomb.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Hey, man, that is one way to get away with it there. Because who's gonna believe that you fucking left for Egypt
Well, if somebody's
just to kill a
killed
dude?
all three of them,
Yes.
then it would have to be Barubaru or Weatherby.
Yes.
Weatherby's.
Or-
You mean the wife Weatherby?
Yes.
Or Tenny or the captain.
Probably not Tenny.
Yeah,
Probably not Tenny nor the captain.
Let's go to the criminology lab. H.R. Murray is the head chemist at Scotland Yard Criminology Lab. Old H.R. is a tremendous source of information. Although his thoughts do tend to ramble a bit, there is, however, no better mind when it comes to interpreting the physical evidence from a crime. We're on our way. Holmes, Murray has found dog and monkey hairs on the mummy's sheeting. Could the killer be doing in animals too? Nasty business, I'd say. Off
Interesting.
we go. You should make note of dog and monkey hair.
Pettigrew
Monkey
wrote
is a
this
big
book
one.
over 50 years ago, and there's still nothing better on the subject. Fascinating. Just fascinating. And what can I do for you today, Whitson?
It's Watson, sir.
Watson, yes, of course.
We're interested in what you may have learned about this mummy case.
Oh, so these days it's mummies you're chasing down with that fella Holmes.
It's Holmes.
Holmes.
This is what I said now, isn't it, Whitson?
Yes, I believe you did, sir.
Let me show you what I found so far. This is the bit of linen that was found round the neck of James Windibank. I examined it thoroughly, and it is quite old, perhaps thousands of years. However, it is not the murder weapon.
Are you certain of that?
Aye, the linen is quite old, but it's not at all strong enough to strangle a grown man.
Very interesting, sir.
I also found something quite fascinating. Take a look through this glass. Do you see those short hairs on the fabric?
They look precisely like hairs.
Of course they look like hairs. But what kind of hairs? They're not human hairs. They're dog hairs. Now, look at this. This piece of linen was found round the neck of the victim on board the ship. Well, his name was Leatherby or something. It is also quite old, and on it I found more hairs.
More dog hairs?
No, my dear man, monkey hairs. I've not yet been able to identify the precise species, but it's just extraordinary, isn't it?
Quite. But what do you think it all means?
Well, I'm not the sort who likes to jump to conclusions, Whitson, but I can assure you that neither of these bandages were the murder weapons.
Interesting.
Okay.
Okay, so they were obviously strangled with something else because they were strangled to death, and then someone wrapped the mummy shit around them.
So
Mummy shit.
That was whom?
That was about
No, who was the person who
Murray.
we just talked to?
Murray.
H.R. Murray, chemist at Scotland Yard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then we should also talk to Meek, medical examiner.
Agreed.
It would probably
Pull
be
that-
the other
we can
way.
pull that from our
Excuse me.
notebook.
Dick or no dick?
Dick. Jackie, from the notebook.
Dick.
The notebook.
Dick.
Yeah, but I wanted to go to the criminal investigation.
Ugh, my body. Alex. That's no dick.
I wanted to go to the investigations department.
Sure.
That's all. I just figured that this would be the way to go. Oh, never mind.
It's
I
the
don't want to
Strand.
bother with that shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
any of those locations are going to take you to the person.
Well,
so
not
we can just go
always.
from
Okay. Anyway, what
person,
did you...
which
Who?
we need to go to
Jasper Meek?
Excuse me? Sir.
Sir Jasper Meek.
Meek.
My name is
Uh,
Meek.
No. Clearly one of the best medical men in London. Before he became London's greatest medical examiner, he was a superb general practitioner. I will always be grateful to Watson for summoning Dr. Meek to my side when I lay ill. That mummy of yours must have strangled its victims with its bare hands. I knew it.
Beg your pardon, but could I have a word with you, Sir Jasper? Dr. Watson, of course. Are you investigating the death of Samuel Sneed? I just finished with him.
No, we're interested in James Windibank.
Ah, the mummy's latest victim, of course. Who hired Holmes for this one? King Tut?
Oh, that's a jolly good one.
Actually,
Jolly
we don't
good.
have a client on this one. Just for fun, eh? Well, about the only thing I can tell you is that that mummy has very powerful hands.
What do you mean?
The trachea was crushed along with one of the vertebrae of the neck. Death was instantaneous. Snap.
But the paper's reports say that there were mummy wrappings found round the neck.
Just window dressing. Without question, it was bare hands. The bruises and the way that the vertebrae was crushed leave no doubt about that.
Thank you very much for your time, Sir Jasper. We're very much appreciative.
The neck was broken,
Oh,
but
Watson,
due
you
to the
will let me
strangling.
know when you've convicted the mummy,
Beg your pardon?
so I can perform an autopsy on him. Would be most fascinating, don't you think?
That's an anachronism. Tut wasn't discovered, like the tomb wasn't discovered until 1922.
People were aware of him, though, right?
Yeah, but he was like a minor king.
I was gonna say
Yeah, well,
he
he's
didn't
I don't
become.
give a shit.
No, but he didn't
he's
become.
super well learned.
No, he
No
didn't
one's
become a
referring to King
super big
Tut.
thing until they found.
This is
the
a
tomb.
reference because it was famous.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
Meek is referring to King Tut.
Yes.
It's diegetic. He's just that big of a nerd.
Wow. Alex is.
Overruled.
I gotta say, legitimately, Al. Legitimately, Al. That was one of the hardest I've ever seen you try so hard to justify a bullshit.
No.
Return to game.
No, it was during Sentient when I was arguing that like there's nothing like for the drain to go down. It wasn't graded.
Oh yeah.
And you're like,
It evaporates.
It's
when did it
shield walls.
You turned into Stallone?
Yeah. Yeah, as
sound like
Alex.
you're
This is
shitting
my
yourself.
Alex impression.
Hog.
Oh, it's better than mine. I'm Alex. I think I'm so cool.
That's very different than your impression has ever been of me.
You're right. Usually it's I'm Alex. I think I'm so cool.
Yeah.
Quentin Hogg.
There's also me, Alex.
Me dum dum.
I never said you were dumb.
Wait a second! Don't say that.
I'm almost certain we've got it.
I can easily create an entire
I take that
video.
back. I take that back.
I have an entire video of you calling Alex stupid. I'm sorry, but
I don't mean it. I'm projecting because you're like the smartest person I know.
I'm projecting.
I'm the stupid one. Fine, I'll admit it. Are you happy now? Quentin Hogg worked for Scotland Yard as a police inspector from 1869 to 1882. He now reports on crime for the Police Gazette. Looks like the Turks were after
the Turks.
Tommy's stolen goods. Those damn Turks.
Nobody's business.
Now, the thing what does strike me as odd is the passenger list of the Eastern Empress. Now, I'm not saying it has anything to do with the mummy murders, mind you, but it was a bit out of the ordinary.
Martin Scorsese.
What was Hogg?
Akram Farmi, for starters. He's a well-known importer, he is.
Martin Scorsese
For
when
a
it's all
price,
like
a considerable price by all accounts. He can acquire whatever one's heart desires, be it
Those big
jewels,
eyebrows.
art objects, or even wild animals, if that's what you fancy. I'd say he was on board that ship to transport something very valuable.
The presence of one high-powered importer on a London-bound vessel is hardly reason for suspicion.
Right, oh. But Abdullah al-Saud was also on board.
Oh, yes. The well-known agent for the Sultan of the Ottoman Empire.
You never miss a
The
trick,
Russian-
do you, Holmes? Well, whatever it was what Farmi was carrying, I'd say it was something those Turks wanted to get their hands on.
What
Was
the
he
name at the beginning?
smuggling an ape
Do you want me to replay
in
the
the
scene?
mummy's thing?
It's possible.
Or was he strangled to death by an ape?
And a dog.
It did say it had powerful hands, but do you want me to to replay the scene?
No.
What was the name at the beginning?
That was Fami.
Fami.
That was just Fami.
Yeah. You mentioned
That doesn't
Fami.
help us.
But it does help us if we want to look back in the newspaper for anywhere that might have to do with exotic animals.
Yeah.
There was something about it, Craig.
Yeah. Hang on, I'll pull it up. April 12th, right?
Yep.
Births. Oh, wait, go back up. Oh, what a shame. Stillborns. Sorry.
Uh,
Deaths.
Anyone remember what the name of the ship is that they came in on?
yes. It is Eastern Empress.
Thank you. We could also go to the Jardine because that's where they have the company.
Wait a minute.
Turtle soup.
That
I've had
was
turtle
super
soup.
common back then.
I've had turtle soup.
Have you?
On the outskirts of London, actually.
Have you really?
It's delicious.
Really?
It's apparently that was why.
Yeah,
we know.
Yeah.
We've talked about
Apparently
it a
it's
dozen
like
times on stream.
apparently it's the one thing that like almost every single person who's ever had it
Keep going.
agrees is just the most delicious thing you've ever had in your life.
Tastes like chicken.
Next.
Apparently not.
Next.
I will. Give me a minute here, please. I'm also reading. Fuck.
I don't see anything about animals.
Okay, keep going.
Should I look at the newspaper like a couple days before?
Or after. Okay, so none of those.
Hang on, because they have.
Yeah, how close is the newspaper to it?
I know there's one that's like the day before.
Can we go to the
Friday.
British Museum?
Friday, April 11th.
Oh wait, that's a year. Never mind.
Jackie, can we go to the British Museum? Because that's where Windibank was found dead.
Right. Well, we could also look at March 5th to see, because that's when they discovered it, right?
Yeah, I mean, we can take a look.
Oh yeah, March 5th has a thing
Turnbull
on,
was murdered in the tomb in March.
Yeah. So hang on, let's see.
It's gonna be. It's a bit down. It's on the second page.
Massage and skilled hands. Personal, JV. They were quite delightful. A. Lovely. Telegram for Baines from Japan. Award. Frau Rosalie Carsau.
Challenger expedition.
Original manuscripts. Money for information. Charming bouquets. Clotilda. She'll be giving 2 pianoforte recitals. Alexandria Palace this day.
Yeah, I found that one. Professor Baldwin. Keep going. There's probably like another 5 or so to get to what I was just looking at. I don't see anything in here of actual interest that we don't know already.
Karnak, March 4th.
Ebenezer Turnbull, organizer of the Kate Bet Tomb expedition, was found dead in the tomb early this morning. The inner chamber was reached early in the year after much difficult labor, and the archaeologists were quite ecstatic over the excellent condition of the sarcophagus, chamber artifacts, and the Kate Bet mummy itself. The party was in the final weeks of its work in the area when disaster struck. Mr. Turnbull had worked late into the night, remaining in the chamber alone after other members of the party had retired for the night. His body was discovered by Mr. Andrew Weatherby, another of the project's archaeologists. Mr. Turnbull had been strangled to death. Ancient linen bandages were found around his neck. Upon hearing of the professor's death, several of the natives working on the excavation called upon Isis and Osiris for protection and for forgiveness for disturbing the sacred tomb. Inscriptions found on the canopic jars and doors indicate that this death may be the mysterious work of the ancient god Tuamautef and his goddess Neith. Could you write that down?
Sure.
Gracias.
Okay.
Well, it couldn't. I'm not sure it was that. It's like if fuck, who's the boxer that was in I completely blanking on the name.
Sugar Ray Leonard.
In the Hangover.
Oh.
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
You're blanking on the name, Mike Tyson.
I listen.
He's been hanging out with me too much.
Long fucking day.
So where are we going?
That's
Man found dead at theater.
It's like if Mike Tyson was talking about his sister's children. Nephew.
My nephew.
God, what a bad Neith joke.
I'm sorry, but I can't continue this interview unless you go to bed with me.
What?
Unless you fornicate with me.
That's it. Unless you fornicate with me.
You know that interview from Mike Tyson, right?
Oh, you never saw that?
Oh man, we'll have to look that up.
Oh, it was horrible. Like this girl is trying so.
No.
She was
do it
she
later,
was just trying to
save
do
it
her
later.
fucking job, man.
Yeah. Since it's come up twice now, I figured it's time to do something. I haven't done it in a long time, Alex.
Uh-oh, what is it? Eastern Empress, March 5th, Calcutta.
Yeah. Ooh, Calcutta. We saw Calcutta elsewhere, didn't we?
No.
Yes.
Write it down. March 5th, Calcutta,
from
Eastern
Calcutta.
Empress.
Yeah, but like we know this.
Yeah.
Fine.
All right. Alex, you ready? Disjoint. What was that hippie smoking?
Pretty good.
Dustin Hoffman.
Rain Man.
No, it's a Karnak joke, so it's
Oh,
gonna be
my bad.
it's gotta be much worse than that.
Yeah, it's something to do with the dust inside what?
Describe someone cleaning as Hoffman.
Yeah.
Old Wives' Tale.
What about the new wives' tale?
Sarah came just for this, by the way. Old Wives' Tale.
Sarah, I'm sorry that Hoops made you come.
Oh my god.
Old Wives' Tale.
What about the new wives' tale?
What do cannibals find hard to digest?
Oh. Sorry, I put the chat on.
The fuck was okay? I was like, what is that?
Probably an ad.
Seraph made that a quote. Seraph, I'm sorry the hoops made you come.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. What are good directions to a urologist's office?
Ugh.
There's some really bad ones here.
Jackie, can we go to the place where Windebank was murdered?
Yes, I just wanted to look through the rest of this. Sorry, I understand that for you, it's all about like going to places and going all over the place and investigating every single crevice of every fucking place. I want the information, and I'm sorry if that upsets you.
No, I mean I understand that. It's just that's information that's
Supervisor.
That's what? So you're saying that whenever
it's
you
the ultimate
go,
way to block out the sun.
Close. What does Clark Kent wear to keep the sun out of his eyes?
I know her.
I understand that for you, going into every crevice is extremely important. For me, I just want to check out the information. I understand that you don't find it important, but half the time you're going into alcoves that I don't find important, and I have to live with that. So give me some patience, please.
Where was Windebank murdered? You said.
British Museum.
So we should go to the British Museum.
Deep freeze. Deep freeze.
Very wise thoughts of a man named Freeze.
Deep freeze.
Oh, okay, so no.
I don't know, something about freeing somebody from jail.
Name an Inuit porno film.
Ew.
Hey, that's good.
We just caught Leland Johnson walking out the door.
Now.
He said they found Windebank's body inside the mummy's coffin, strangled by a length of the mummy's sheeting. He said he didn't know the Windebanks that well. He worked for London University in the Egyptology department.
Yep.
Shit. Sorry.
Just go there. Oh, yeah, you probably do.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah, have the name up. Sorry.
Anyway, let's see what Sarah's saying.
He says, even ignoring the double entendre.
So, even ignoring the double entendre, the idea of sorry that you were brought here is still great.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to see who?
Windebank's body was found
British
in
Museum.
the mummy's case. Inside it? Precisely. One of the guards, Henry Witherspoon, discovered it when making his rounds. He noticed that the lid was askew and a hand was sticking out of it. By the look on his face when he came to summons me, he must have thought that the mummy was attempting to leave its resting place. Some of the guards have been a bit on edge, you know, since the stories about Dr. Turnbull's death.
What happened when you arrived at the scene?
Witherspoon assisted me in removing the lid, and there was the body of James Windebank.
On top
Around
of?
his neck was a bandage of linen.
And the mummy was missing?
No, it was in there too.
Oh, ew.
Underneath poor Windebank, completely undisturbed, not a length of its sheeting on
Told you he was fucking it.
Who had access to the exhibit room?
Well, the room was
I don't
officially
think that's a real
closed
mummy.
yesterday while we set up the exhibit, but the museum was open and we took no extraordinary precautions to keep people out.
Can you think of anyone who might have wanted to kill Windebank?
None at all. I actually didn't know him very well. He did work for the museum, you see. He was with the London University. The university and the museum were joint sponsors of the Ketterbeck expedition.
Mr. Johnson, can you think of anything whatsoever that might shed some light on this affair?
No, I'm very sorry.
You suck!
Think of a thing. I only hope that all this publicity doesn't keep people away from the exhibit.
So
Fuck
we've
that
got
guy
two
and his
things from
death.
there.
I want people to see my shit.
Two things for us to go from there.
London.
One is
University.
London University.
Yeah, and then Witherby or whatever.
Witherspoon. Witherspoon's the guard who discovered the body.
So let's do Witherspoon
And-
first, and then we'll go to.
And there was also the name from the telegram. What was the name of the telegram of the person who was caught leaving?
Didn't you write it down?
Oh, yeah, Leland Johnson.
He's not here.
Okay, well, it was Witherspoon, so maybe
Okay,
he's
so let's look up
irrelevant.
Johnson.
Irrelevant then.
So then what about Leland Johnson? Leland.
Johnson!
Leland.
Why? What a massive pecker!
We just caught Leland Johnson walking out the door.
It's
He
the
said they
same
found
thing.
Windibank's body inside the mummy's coffin. Right.
Yep. I mean, we could visit him, but he probably isn't going to.
He's probably not going to be helpful, but that's fine. Let's just get
It's
it.
worth it.
Windibank's body was found in the...
Alright, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Weren't sure. I figured it was worth a shot. Try.
So London University. Not Oxford? Fucking underachiever.
I don't think we leave London in this game.
No, I'm saying.
I know.
This Institute of Higher Learning was founded in 1836 in Westminster. Among other functions, it serves as an examining board, which grants degrees to candidates in the arts and sciences. You want us to go nosing around a university? Places like that gives us the creeps. They do. They're learned, for God's sake.
The creeps
The sweeps.
and the beeps.
What?
Tragedy. Fine men all and such outstanding
Lawrence
scholars.
Field.
I still
Write it
can't
down.
quite get over the shock of it.
We understand.
You hit replay? I didn't hear that.
We're looking
Lawrence Field, by the way.
such a tragedy. Fine men all and such outstanding scholars. I still can't quite get over the shock of it.
We understand.
Professor, we're looking for background information on these three men so that we can understand how their murders might tie together.
Well, let me begin with Dr. Turnbull. Ebenezer Turnbull was responsible for organizing the Carteret expedition. Quite a remarkable man, really. This was the first time he teamed up with James Windibank. Professor Windibank was one of our most popular lecturers. In fact, several of his former students were also eager to accompany him. I recall him saying that he was having difficulty choosing. Weatherby turned out to be the lucky one. Though it seems far from it now, doesn't it? I suppose Smith and Travis turned out to be the lucky ones after all.
Smith
Travis.
and Travis?
Peter Smith accepted the invitation to join another expedition. As for Philip Travis, he was quite keen on accompanying Professor Windibank. In fact, he became exceedingly upset when Andrew Weatherby, a postgraduate student in the department, was chosen instead. Took it rather personally, I should say.
Interesting.
All right.
That's
Is
two more
Travis
names.
also the one who wrote the article? Former student of Turnbull
That's
wrote the
possible.
article.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Yeah.
So let's visit Travis.
Yeah. No, that's for you.
Thank you. I'm putting it
It's
there.
good to know that the shit I give you is just tossed on your
You're
table.
right. I apologize. I'll treasure it forever.
Thank you. Care went into.
I really thought you were going to toss it on the ground after that.
No, I'm not gonna do what that fucker did
Travis?
to Abby. Yeah.
About what? Oh, the guy, the kid, yeah.
Leprechaun?
Leprechaun.
Not as fun as a clerk.
I got more laugh out of that than my actual jokes earlier.
Oh no, I wasn't laughing at you. I was
Mr.
laughing
Holmes,
at
this guy is a
I was
loony.
laughing at myself, thinking leper chef.
Mr. Holmes, this guy's a
You've
loony.
been reading my articles in the Times. I'm honored. What do you think of them?
Quite interesting. You've clearly been following the murders quite closely. Who do you suspect?
I believe it is the work
of the ancient Egyptian god Tumatef and his goddess Neat.
Be serious.
I couldn't be more serious. You see, Mr. Holmes, although I am a journalist, I was actually trained as an Egyptologist. I know all about these mysteries. That's why my articles carry the force of truth.
And what is the truth, Mr. Travis?
The truth is that the Egyptians discovered the secret of life. What we call science is mere child's play compared to the knowledge they had. Look at this. Do you know what this is?
It appears to be a mummified animal of some sort, a monkey perhaps.
Precisely.
Quite a conversation piece.
I've been using it in some very important experiments which, if successful, will unlock the secret for bringing back the souls of the dead. I've been working on it, Mr. Holmes, using these tanner leaves. Watch.
Mummified monkey, you say?
I discovered that my
Oh, my
wife is
lord.
sick, and I can't cryogenically freeze her yet. So.
Licantina. Boo-ra.
As a loony.
It appears that the soul of this particular monkey has no intention of making a reappearance.
It's only a matter of time. I know it is. After all, these secrets have been buried for thousands of years. These things don't happen overnight. But it will happen someday. This is my mission.
I believe I'll leave you to your work, Mr. Travis.
Don't go yet. Let me show you more.
Thank you. Some of the time.
I will now pull down my pants.
No, yes.
So
Let me show
Travis
you
is
more.
the murderer, right?
Behold, my penis.
This seems very likely.
There's monkey hairs. He's got a mummified monkey.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And he has the motive because he wanted to be the guy to go on the trip.
He has motive to kill Weatherby. Potentially motive to kill Turnbull. Why Windibank?
Did Windibank
Is
see
he a
something?
Is
Is
he a vivisectionist?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Windibank was the one that died in the museum.
British Museum.
Yes.
Okay. I'm willing to bet that Windibank saw something he wasn't supposed to.
Possible. What's the other name? Alex.
What about the dog?
Yeah, we haven't figured out the
What's
dog
the other
situation
name,
yet.
dude?
So Witherspoon discovered the body. Lawrence Field at the London University. Leland Johnson. But we already talked to Lawrence Field.
No, he didn't.
No, we didn't.
Literally, it was the name on the office.
Okay, fine. Anything else?
Turnbull was the son of the Earl of Downey. Books and maps. Organized the expedition. First time out with Windibank. Smith, who went elsewhere. We could talk to Smith.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the name. Peter Smith.
Smith.
We can also go to Jardine to see the shipping company.
I like how you can still see the whites of his eyes with the...
That's what
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Appears the bloke's out of the country until March.
Check him out. Let's go.
Go to his place?
Go into his place and raid it.
Sorry I can't help you, Ducky, but Mr. Smith has been out of the country since the middle of March. He's a good-looking bloke, except for the dirt under his fingernails.
Dirt under his fingernails.
It's been out since March. There's no way he did these murders, though.
As far as we know. Unless he hasn't gone home.
Also, down on his fingernails like archaeology. Sarah, by the way, the jokes that I was referring to were the ones pre-stream, so you didn't even hear my worst. Which I don't even remember what it is at this point, but it was really bad.
Yeah, let's go to Jardine.
Al?
And then we've got the ashes and the dog.
Go back to S for shipping.
Yeah, shipping.
Matheson,
Can't be Mrs. Weatherby because her hands are too weak to open a box.
Yeah, she can't strangle a person.
You're right.
Steamship company located in the east section of the city, which operates several transoceanic vessels, including the Hercules and the Eastern Empress. Here's your list. Abdullah Al-Saud, Akram Fahmy, Louise Fenwick. Write these down.
We don't have a Fenwick, right?
No, they're in the directory there. I saw them. Louise Fenwick, Merrill Fenwick, Philip Travis, Anthony Uruburu, Andrew Weatherby, Clarissa Weatherby, and James Windebank.
Yeah, it's just the
Her name is Clarissa?
It's just the two Fenwicks we don't have, right?
Yeah, it's just the Fenwicks.
Yeah,
So
but I saw them in the directory.
Let's go to here, and then we'll go to the Fenwicks.
Got it. I hope when he doesn't need the bathroom. Can you do me a favor, Al?
Not at the moment.
After this, I'll go.
Here is a passenger list you requested, sir.
You just gotta open the door to the bathroom.
All right.
I'm gonna use the bathroom, and then I'm gonna open the door.
We'll get our
that's
notes.
fine.
We'll get our notes on the Fenwicks.
I'm almost positive it's what's his face,
It's got to be Travis.
right?
Yep. I'm just trying to put together the ash bowl,
Yeah.
which could be part of a ritual.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Louise. Daughter of Clarence Clement, former president of the Bank of England, currently married to Merrill Fenwick. Although they were on the ship from Cairo, they didn't know Andrew Weatherby and really didn't seem to care about his death. All they did was complain about their lousy accommodations. I don't think they'll be taking a cruise in the near future. So that's a dead end.
We'll check with the other Fenwick.
I'm doing it. Merrill Fenwick is president of the Bank of England. He was originally employed there by Clarence Clement, the bank's former president, his wife's father. Although they were on the Although they were on the ship from Cairo, they didn't know Andrew Weatherby and really didn't seem to care about his death. All they did was complain about their lousy accommodations. I don't think they will be taking a cruise in the near future. That's a red herring.
Yeah, that's definitely a herring.
At least it doesn't fucking say it.
Right.
It's a step up. So I'm almost positive it's Travis, and I kind of want to put the,
You want to do...
I want to do a hammer.
Seems too obvious.
I know it does, but I'm like, kind of sold on it at this point, because here's the thing. The only other, like, so, the wife, it could be the wife, she can't even open a fucking tin. So she couldn't have killed anybody.
Rule her out. The only thing we don't have
It could be,
for is the dog.
It could be Uruburu.
Oh, yeah, we don't have the dog.
We still don't have a dog accounted for.
Hair of a dog and hair of a monkey. Let's try Uruburu again. Now that we've gotten more information, I wonder if we'll get something new.
You know who we could go see? We could go see Shinwell.
Okay.
If this is an inconvenient time, perhaps I could come back.
Yeah, that's the same. Okay.
Because we haven't talked to...
Well, we haven't talked to any of the irregulars.
We don't need to go to the barrister or the editor of the London Times.
That's
right.
Like I said, we haven't talked to any of the.
We don't need the Office of
irregulars.
Records. We could maybe talk to Pike about social scandal and gossip, and then we can go to Shinwell.
So, do you want to talk to Pike first?
Might as well.
Pike, Shinwell.
I know only a very little about two of the unfortunate gentlemen. I do recall that Turnbull was quite an eccentric chap. I don't believe he ever married, nor did he take his rightful place in London society.
And what of Windebank?
A quiet academic sort, as far as I can tell. Married to a woman called Hildegard. There was one spot of controversy that I can recall. It seems a few years back he had a run-in with the Anti-Vivisectionist League.
No, but of course.
It seems that during a lecture on the advancement of science, he spoke of the autopsy of his own pet, a recently deceased Yorkshire Terrier. Well, I can tell you the Times received a great deal of letters to the editor condemning him on that one. Even one from a Louise Fenwick, who threatened to vivisect him.
Oh, dear. Well, then I surmise it's Weatherby you know nothing about.
Well, now that you mention
It's a
it,
good thing we did this.
I believe he was assisting Professor Windebank in that lecture series.
Ah, so they were both very pro vivisection.
Yeah, it's true.
And the Fenwicks were apparently very
Anti.
anti.
So there is a tie to the
There it is. Excellent. I wonder if their information will change based on.
I doubt if we go back to them.
Yeah.
I don't think it's trigger based. But
No.
we should go talk to Shinwell.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I think once we talk to Shinwell, maybe we go to the judge.
Whose dog was it?
His dog.
His dog.
Whose?
The Yorkshire Terrier.
Windibank.
Windibanks.
There was a couple of blokes in here just a fortnight ago what mentioned the Eastern Empress. Never seen 'em before. Haven't seen 'em since. One was a swarthy fellow, Arab unless I miss my guess. The other was an old English gent. I overheard 'em say something about a bird and later caught the name of the ship. I hope that helps you. Care for a drink here?
Ruburu? If he's talking about a bird, he's talking about a woman. The only woman that was there either was Louise Fenwick.
But if you recall, the telegram talked about what's her name, Clarissa.
That's what he said.
As a bird.
She's a bird, yeah.
Go to the judge.
Well, I have to.
What didn't you catch, Seraph? Was it me talking about my terrible lines that happened pre-stream?
Yeah, let's go to the judge. Fuck it.
You sure?
Right. Let's do
I
it.
think so.
Okay.
I think we've got all our notes here.
I'm curious. Oh, God. Oh, no.
Terribly sorry. It seems you need to turn
Ben
up
Stein.
a clue or so more before the case can be judged.
It's like
Please
Ben
do
Stein and Alan Cummings morphed into one person.
Alright, so we need more clues.
You didn't hear what he said there?
What do you say?
He said something about you need more clues
We need more clues.
before this case can be judged.
All right, so let's go back to our book.
It's loading.
Okay.
Who else?
So hang on, I just want to see if the Fenwick's information changed based on.
Can we check the newspapers again?
Yes, just a second though. Okay. No.
We could also do Henry Ellis because he has an interest in criminal activities.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea. Let's do that instead.
He is the editor of the London Times.
Mm-hmm.
We should just always
It's
check
quite
these.
amusing, all this hoopla over a mummy's curse, I must say. Not so amusing, of course, the murder of 3 Englishmen.
Have any of your reporters uncovered anything new?
Actually, I've been in Paris the past several weeks. Just returned to London on Tuesday. I've had no involvement with the writing of any of these articles. I believe they are all the work of Philip Travis. He's one of our young reporters. For a short time, he was the Egyptian correspondent.
Was he sacked?
No. He returned to London just a few days ago. I gather he was reassigned to cover the case from here because he had some familiarity with the murder in Egypt.
Do you know Travis?
No, never actually met the chap, although I hear he's a bit of an odd duck.
Thanks for your help, Henry.
Anytime. Let me know when you catch the mummy. That's one scoop I'd like to get.
That might be the piece we were missing.
And he came back.
Yeah, he just returned, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that he was probably on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the shipping manifest, but he was
That doesn't mean
smuggling
he was-
himself with
He
his
was
fucking
smuggling
monkey.
himself with the monkey.
Ah, yeah.
Hear ye, hear ye. The Queen's Court stands in order.
Well done.
Mr. Holmes, I understand you've been looking into the mummy murders.
Yes, my lord.
Tell me then, who was Ebenezer Turnbull's murderer? I believe we're to choose from either our notebook or the directory, Holmes.
Very good, Watson.
From our notebook. Philip Travis is what we're looking for.
And what makes you so certain? What was Travis's motive for killing Turnbull?
Oh. B? Well, it's not A.
Let's read all of these.
Travis felt that the tomb of Kate Bett should be left undisturbed. Not true. Turnbull refused to honor Travis's press credentials, barring him from the excavation site, thus jeopardizing Travis's job. Not true. Turnbull publicly lambasted Travis for questioning the doctor's credentials because of their mutual interest in Clarissa Weatherby. C is
Gotta
the
be
most
C.
accurate one.
Yeah.
So we got to give motive for all 3 then.
And what of Andrew Weatherby? Who murdered him?
also Travis. He just murdered all three of them.
I think so too.
So, you say Travis killed Turnbull and Weatherby?
Yes, I believe he did, my lord.
What was his motive to kill Weatherby, Holmes?
His name was really stupid. Weatherby scoffed at Travis's mystical beliefs. The Times was planning to replace Travis with Weatherby as the new Egyptian correspondent. While they were students, Weatherby's Egyptology dissertation was published while Travis's was rejected. Travis was angry that Weatherby was chosen for the expedition instead of himself.
Right, it's D, right?
Yes, absolutely.
It'd be fun to see what some of the other, like, pick Clarissa, and it's like, oh, well,
motive in
what are the reasons?
Now, Holmes, who murdered James Windibank?
Which one is this now?
Philip Travis. James Windibank.
Oh, Windibank. I meant the victim, not the...
James Windibank murdered himself.
Indubitably.
James Windibank isn't even dead.
This Travis seems to be quite a busy fellow. What made him kill James Windibank?
Windibank had failed Travis in one of his classes. Windibank did not choose him for the expedition. Windibank ridiculed Travis's pursuit of ancient mysticism as an experiment in the resurrection of the dead. I think it's D.
No, it's B.
B, I think it's B.
I think it's actually D. I think because that's what the ashes were for, right?
No, I mean it can be a component of it. The reason he killed him was because he wasn't chosen for the expedition.
All right.
Excellent job, gentlemen. You have solved the case to my satisfaction. The court stands in recess. Until next
Well done,
time.
guys. Well done, team.
We got him.
Nice.
Oh, fuck. We fucking blew.
Perhaps we are in the wrong business altogether. If we had been top-notch, we should have cracked this case in 26 points. I think I will ring up the university immediately and see if we might enroll in a detective course.
Oh,
Okay,
so we need lower numbers.
We did very poorly because we went to a bunch of places, checked a bunch of things. When in reality, we should have just gone bang, 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 bang.
So we want lower numbers. That's what we want here.
I don't care. I don't give a shit.
I
I
don't
had
give a shit
fun
either.
exploring and reading.
I was gonna say, I'm totally fine with having a high score because legitimately, that's what I want. If I'm gonna be a detective, then I would want to check every fucking avenue, just to make sure.
Mm-hmm. This game is exactly what it says in the bottom right corner.
H8.
Hater.
Oh. Pretty sure that's also HG.
It might be
It's definitely
HG.
Mercury.
Yeah.
Wrong. Haters. Haters all over.
I gotta say, I think this was a lot of fun.
I agree. We're not doing another one tonight.
No, we don't have another one tonight. But like
I agree.
This is exactly what I was hoping it would be.
Correct.
It's a legit Holmesian mystery.
Absolutely, and it
I
was
love it.
fun. I really like the video sequences, which look way better than I thought they were going to.
I gotta say, I like that one. They don't hold them for too long.
No.
They're precise. They're concise and precise. Like there's no moment that's not wasted. Like there's no moment wasted. I like that. The acting, it's not
fine for this.
It's fine for this. Exactly. I'm not saying it's gonna win an Oscar anytime soon, but it certainly serves its purpose. And it doesn't take me out of it so badly like fucking Gabriel Knight.
I'm wondering if this was maybe. Are the cases in this the same cases that are in the board game?
It's possible.
And does the board game come with like I had a Gargoyles VHS that had a board game that came with it, and it's
I had a horror movie.
It does come out
I
in
had a horror
81,
game.
but I will say the videos look newer than 81.
That is fair.
That I had. Oh
right?
my god.
I'm gonna say that the videos came from this rather than the board game.
Sure, they weren't part of a laser disc that
I'll
came with the
figure
board game.
That'd be amazing. I'll do some research, not now.
Yeah.
I'll get back.
Hang on. There was Nightmare. Amy got Nightmare from
Eating raw meat.
Nightmare.
the game. It was a VHS board game. You put the VHS in, and over time, so it's a guy who's basically the Grim Reaper, and over time he just gets older and older and grosser and grosser and scarier and scarier. And the whole, like, every once in a while he'll like jump scare you, that kind of a thing. And the
It's
whole
on eBay for $80.
Yeah, it was intense. I'm not gonna lie. For a little kid, because I'm pretty sure I was like 6.
Nightmare.
It's fucking scary.
Atmosphere series.
Yeah.
Popular interactive horror video game board game that combines elements of traditional board games with multimedia components.
Yeah.
Part of the Atmosphere series.
Yeah, time, chance, fate, and then you had to put your fears in the middle. You go through the graveyard. Yeah.
Each player adopts the persona of one of the harbingers.
There he is. That's the
Gyvaden,
guy.
the werewolf, Helen the poltergeist, Khufu the mummy, Baron Samedi the zombie, Anne Deshawn Train the witch, and Elizabeth Bathory the vampire.
Hmm.
Fun.
Yeah, there was a lot.
All right. Now we've solved this mystery.
Hmm.
Are you down for a round of Clue?
I'm gonna go to bed.
Seriously, there's zero chance that she's hanging out.
I'll tell you right now, I really wanted to. I actually did want to stay up longer. I got home from work today with the kids, and I was up. I had some energy. Before I know it, my eyes were closed, and I...
So you already had a nap?
No, I didn't have a nap. My eyes were closed, and I felt myself going to sleep, and I went, oh my god, I'm exhausted. But I know you guys have some games that you can play, like baseball and shit.
Yeah, Hoops has to play a game.
Well, that's not here, so we won't be playing.
What game is that? What game do we have to... Oh, I heard. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, well, I fixed the bug, so...
But we didn't bring it.
Nope.
It's on the other laptop. Because we didn't want to do... Oh, okay.
No, it's on the other laptop, and I don't feel like setting it up on this.
Yeah, that's fair.
And besides, we got the Sega out, so we can do some fun Sega things. Backyard Baseball will return after this game. I think we're going to go do a PC game again after this.
Backyard Baseball will return when Hoops is not sick and tired of the bullshit.
No, I'm really not. I'd love to play it again. What I don't feel like doing is setting it up twice and splitting the configuration, etc.
I don't blame you.
All right, Alex.
By the way, I had one of the kids at my school today.
Shit, what was the thing that we were going to show Hoops?
Mike Tyson telling the girl he's gonna fornicate. Yep. If we're gonna continue this interview, I don't talk to people who I haven't fornicated with.
All right. Here's what I've got, Alex. We can do the hockey again. We can do soccer. Where's my bag? My bag of tricks. We're not gonna feud. I've got side pocket and I've got Pebble Beach golf links as well. And if we don't want to do those, you can watch me play Rebel Assault again.
Pebble Beach was really good.
Yeah.
Maybe we do soccer this time now.
Soccer?
Soccer, I barely know her.
I was going to say it, and then I'm like, what am I doing? Jackie's just going to say it.
Don't worry, I'm on it. I'm just getting myself some more soda bread.
Soda.
I hardly know her. Buttfucker.
Buttfucker, is she clean?
Is she clean? Because if she is, I don't want nothing to do with it.
I got it. Buttfucker? Is she clean?
Hey, Jackie. Jackie.
Yes.
We shouldn't leave this out.
No, I'm sorry. Put it in the drawer.
We shouldn't leave this out here. You should.
Put it in the drawer.
I don't want Abby finding this.
She won't find it. Put it in the drawer. She never looks in that drawer. Your son looks in that drawer. And he can't read yet. Put it in the drawer. That's where it's been, dude. If you want to be responsible for losing it, that's on you, guy. I'm telling you right
I would just rather Abby never open this up and read what's inside it. So if you wouldn't mind...
I never should have let you have any... Just let it be.
Okay.
You realize I wrote that a long time ago, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Put it in the fucking drawer.
Fine. I'm putting it in the drawer. I can't reach the drawer. Hold on. I'm getting there. Oh god, I'm so close. Don't laugh like that. Fuck.
You can use my nice 6-button Hell yeah.
Long cord cable controller.
Oh, he likes you. So what's in there that the kids can't read?
It's just horrible notes.
No, but it doesn't matter.
What horrible
I'll
notes?
figure that out anyway. Just give me the goddamn book.
What horrible notes?
Give me the goddamn book. Just give me the goddamn book. Now you made a big deal
Oh,
about it.
you're
Now
just
it's
talking
a
about the
fucking
video
thing.
games?
Give it to me.
Well, I don't need to open that anymore.
You're welcome.
Night.
Night, Jackie.